Hello, everyone, and welcome to this beautiful day here at Billy and Louise Yarbo Stadium. I'm Sawad Balazi with my guy Chris Avaglia. We have a great matchup today with the visiting Neptune Beach Pearls taking on the Rockville Rock Hounds. The Beach Pearls are looking for the 11th win of the season, while the Rock Hounds are looking for their third. So, Chris, what do the Rock Hounds need to do today to get the win?
I think the Rock Hounds need to play like they did the other day. They had a nice win against Auburn Wildcats 21-7, but I think three guys that they need to get going in this lineup are Kirby Broadbent, Grant St. Martin, and Logan Finley. Those guys had a nice game the other day. I think all three had a home run as well with some few RBIs, and you see what they did there, 21-7. They play like that against the top team in the league at 9-1, or should I say 10-1, in the Neptune Beach Pearls. They should have a good game.
All right, and you also have the lineup for the Beach Pearls.
Yes, I do. So leading off for the Pearls, number 11 playing second base, Jordan Williams. Playing center field, number 19, Cooper Morrison. Catching today behind the dish, number 28, James Free. Cleaning up for the Pearls, first baseman, 33, Matthew Miller. DH today for the Pearls, number 6, David Karaoke. Playing right field, number 15, Lucas Halstead. Playing third base, number 5, David Anaya. Playing shortstop, number 4, Jacob Chappell. And rounding it out today for the Pearls, number 8, playing left field, Kai Moody.
All right, and here's the starting lineups for the Rockville Rock Hounds.
Vinny Margiotta, second base.
Kevin Sondry, University of the Pacific, shortstop.
Jack Priddy, third base.
Garland Webster, Eastern New Mexico University, first base.
Kenny Quilton, Solano College, DH.
Max Smith, UNLV, right field.
Kyle Krebs, Solano College.
Hunter Snyder, Solano College, catcher.
Logan Finley, Benedictine College, center field.
Good. Carson Haas, Eastern Illinois University, pitcher.
Welcome back, everyone. Here we are in the top of the first inning. We have Jordan Williams leading off for the Neptune Beach Pearls.
Williams sitting at 324 so far this summer. Not too shabby.
First pitch, liner into the middle. Rounding first, and he goes back. Handled by Max Smith over there in right field, so he has a single.
Nice piece of hitting right there from Williams. Drove that fastball right there from Haas, right where it needed to be. Middle of the plate, drove right back up the middle. See if Haas can get settled down early.
A foul tip to the backstop, 0-1 the count. First pitch swinging for both the leadoff hitter and the second hole hitter. Attacking very aggressive towards Carson Haas, who's on the mound today for the Rockville Rock Hounds. Williams out first. Haas takes a peek. He's ready. He throws home. Ball a little bit in the dirt. Evens up the count, 1-1.
Williams has an aggressive lead over there at first base. See if he decides to run here on Haas with a little slow delivery.
What the Rock Hounds don't need is a stress inning for the ace, Carson Haas. 1-1 the count. Ball low, 2-1 the count. Here in the top of the first inning. Beautiful day for baseball. For me, it's a little too hot.
Yeah.
But I cry when it's 75.
I mean, it's around 100 today, I want to say. So, I mean, ew. But, again, great day for baseball. And let's see if Haas can work himself out of trouble. There goes Williams.
Runner goes. Morrison slaps that into left field, drops in front of Krebs. Krebs throws it in to Priddy at third. So Williams advances to second and Morrison to first.
Great piece right there from Morrison, but it looks like Krebs, I mean, at first it looked like he got a good read, and then all of a sudden
might
have lost it or something, and he kind of stepped back and was able to fall in for a nice single.
We have James Free now stepping up to the plate. Still no outs here in the first inning. Runners on second and first. Haas checks second. He throws home. A healthy swing and a miss. 0-1 the count.
Nice pitch right there from Haas. Worked in that changeup for the first time today. Have Free out in front. The thing with Haas today, in order for him to be successful, is to keep the ball low because his fastball is straight. He doesn't have that, downward angle to it. So I feel like he works bottom of the zone, mixes speeds, changes both sides of the plate. He'll have a good success today.
Strike 2 to James Free.
And that curveball, Haas is sitting at around 90 miles an hour. And he mixes in that, 70, 75 mile per hour curveball. Those hitters off. He works with all of those pitches.
What would you say is his specialty pitch?
I'd probably say that curveball just because, it falls right off the table. It's that 12-6 action. Has hitters kind of puzzled up there at the plate. Knee buckler.
0-2 the count. Runners on second and first. They use a pitch and another swing and a miss, and James Free is retired with a strikeout.
First baseman, Matt Miller.
Good finish right there from Haas.
We have Matthew Miller now stepping up to the plate with one away here. Still Williams at second and Morrison at first. Different look for Haas too. I haven't seen him with the socks up.
Yeah, he's usually a socks down kind of guy, or pants down, you should say.
Haas takes a peek at second. He throws home. Ball away. 1-0 the count. Hunter Snyder is behind the dish today, catching Haas. He needs to be a wall back there.
Yeah, definitely. It's not what you want as a catcher, too, on a hot day like this, to be working just overly hard.
Haas is ready. He throws. Strike. Evens up the count. 1-1 now. Is it true that the ball carries more in the heat?
Yeah, I'd say so. Just because, thinner air, it's hotter. And, with the cold, it kind of freezes up everything. The ball kind of hardens.
Ball trickles away from Snyder, but easily recovers. No one advances.
Plus, with the wind today, ball up in the air off the middle of the barrel, you could see an easy home run.
2-1 count now to Miller.
See if they do a little hit and run here.
A hit and run.
Starting something going.
And catches the corner for a strike. So it's 2-2 the count now.
Don't know what Miller was sticking up there at the plate. 2-1 count. Got a fastball. Probably wasn't looking for it.
Haas sets. He throws home. Away. Full count now to Matt Miller.
That's a great miss right there. Changeup rolled back. Backdoor changeup. And just missed it right there. Umpire kind of delaying on his calls today. So far.
It's always good to miss away too, because if you miss down the middle,
you'd rather miss away, or at least the spot you're trying to pitch to, rather than miss on the other side of the part of the plate.
So full count to Matt Miller. Haas looks into his catcher. He's ready. He throws. And a ball. He is walked. So the bases are loaded here in the top of the
DH.
first inning.
David.
Only one out.
Kairasi.
And now the DH, David Karyoku, is up to plate.
fastball in the last at-bat to Miller. Just missed. Looks like we could have a small strike zone here today.
Haas throws. Misses a little outside. 1-0 the count. I mean, in this situation, they're just looking for a double play ball.
Yeah.
They already have one out.
Usually in this situation, corners are in, middle's playing double play depth.
Haas throws. 2-0 the count to Karaoke. Haas is ready. Fouled back. 2-1 the count.
If I was Haas right here, I'd keep working that inside part of the plate. That pitch right there got in on his hands. See if we can get a nice little pop-up over there to Webster. Or even Vinny over there at second.
2-1 count. Karaoke. And a liner into the hole. Williams scores from third. Morrison rounds third. Here he comes, and he scores as well as Miller trots into third. And that is a 2 RBI single for David Karaoke.
Right fielder, Lucas Halstead.
Now we have Lucas Halstead stepping up to the plate with runners on the corner. Only one out here in the top of the first.
Great piece of hitting right there from Karaoke. Got a fastball straight. Again, Haas, with his fastball being so straight, you can't leave it up in the zone or else it's a batting practice fastball. I mean, exactly, you get beat. And so he's really got to, especially these big hitters in the Pearls, you got to keep the ball low in the zone, get these ground balls. Just like that.
Now Neptune Beach Pearl are up 2-0 early here in the first as Halstead takes that for a strike. One the count. Haas throws. And that is a fly ball to center. It is off the bottom of the wall. Miller scores from third. Karaoke rounds third, heading home, and he is safe as the ball is a little high out of reach for the catcher Snyder. So that is a stand-up 2 RBI double for Lucas Halstead. And now the Neptune Beach Pearl are up 4-0. And now David Anaya steps up to the plate with runner in scoring position yet again for the Beach Pearl.
Ball just carried right there over the right center. Haas left again, fastball middle of the plate. Halstead was able to take advantage of that, drove to the right center and under that 370 sign, and got a 2 RBI double out of it.
Definitely seeing the ball well off Haas. Haas takes a peek at second, where Halstead is. Throws home. Strike. 0-1 the count.
I like Haas's approach so far to these hitters. He's first two, started them off with the fastball, but these middle of the order kind of guys, he's starting them off with either a changeup or a curveball. And I think that's what he has to do in order to be, dominant in this game.
0-1 the count as he smacks that ball into the hole, and it drops right in front of the right fielder, and that's a single. Drops right in front of Max Smith.
Shortstop, Jake Chappell.
So the runners are on the corner for the shortstop, Jake Chappell, Again, only one out, and the out came from a James Free strikeout.
Looks like that ball might have got it in on the hands of Anaya, but able to push that out to right field, inside out it for a nice hit.
Haas is ready. He throws. And low for ball one. Haas having a long long pitch count, just a long inning for him and his defenders out there in the heat, which you never want to have your defense be in this condition.
No, the longer the defense stays out there, you know, it's hard to pay attention for that long a time out there. And especially in this heat, I mean, it's hard.
1-1 the count. Ball in the dirt, but blocked by Snyder. Runners go back to their base. Lucas Halstead at third, and David Anaya at first. So it's 2-1 the count here in the first inning. Only one out as Haas throws. Fouled back, evens up the count, 2-2.
That was a nice pitch. And on the hands again. Chapel able to fight it off. I'd like to see that breaking ball at 12-6 roll off the table right here, potentially for a nice strikeout.
You think Haas is looking for a strikeout right now, or
Oh, you got to have a strikeout here. That or either a double play ball.
2-2 the count. Haas throws. Ball high. Full count now to Jacob Chappell. What Haas doesn't need right now is a walk to load the bases.
Yeah. But I think that pitch right there, that was a good miss right there because, you know, changes eye level. He's been working down on the zone.
Mm-hmm.
That one came up. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he threw that 12-6 trying to throw off Chappell here.
They've been very patient with the exception of Free, who struck out. Runner goes, but doesn't matter. It's a walk. So the bases are loaded.
Left fielder, Kai Moody.
Now we have left fielder Kai Moody stepping up to the plate with the bases loaded yet again. Only in the top of the first inning. Looks like there's going to be a conversation on the mound.
Coach here is pretty much saying, you know, settle down. You know, get in the zone, do your thing. Don't overthink it. You know, it's a hot day out. He's getting hit off of, he's giving up 4 runs already with only 1 out.
I mean, Carson just needs to, he's a pitcher, so he can slow down the game. It's up to the pitcher.
He controls the game.
Yeah.
You know, you can work at a fast tempo, you can work at a slow tempo. He can.
So when you have like a start to a game like this, you just need to slow it down.
Yeah, you need to step back a little bit, take a deep breath, and pitch.
It looks like the hitters are disrupting his time, and he needs to just disrupt their time in a way, in a sense.
Yeah.
So Moody steps up to the plate. Bases are loaded. No, 1 out here in the top of the first. First pitch, strike. 0-1 the count. That was a great pitch.
Really working that inside part of the plate on these hitters. Just has to mix in those speeds, go from in and out to really throw them off.
Fouls that pitch back. Quick 0-2 to Moody.
Can't play around here. Bases loaded. 0-2 count. Got to go right after him here to try to get that strikeout or even the double play ball. Can't play around, waste the pitch.
Haas is ready. He throws a little high for ball 1. Would that be a good pitch to miss?
Yeah, that was a good miss right there. 0-2 count. Usually fastball like that is a setup pitch for typically a curveball. So we'll see if Haas throws it here.
So it's 1-2 the count here to Kai Moody. Next pitch is in the dirt, but right in front of Snyder. Runners stay put. So 2-2 the count, evens up. I mean, it's early in the game, but Snyder's been doing a great job of just keeping the ball in front of him.
Yeah, you got to be a brick wall back there. Doing a great job.
2-2 the count to Moody. Haas is ready. Pitch is fouled off. Stays the same, 2-2.
And the thing with Hawes so far is that, you know, it's not like he doesn't have his command. Pitches are there. He's just leaving them in the middle of the plate.
Bases loaded, 2-2 to Moody. Moody lines that right over Margiotta's head. Halstead scores. Anaya scores. Chappell's rounding third, stays put at third. And that's another 2 RBI double for the Beach Pearl for Kai Moody today.
Second baseman, Jordan Williams.
Great piece of hitting right there
6-0 here.
from Moody. Got a hanging curveball again, middle of the plate. Pearl's able to take advantage of that. Like you said earlier, they've been patient, waiting for their pitch. Drove it to right center, what you need to do with the curveball. Able to get a 2 RBI double out of it. Great piece.
So it turns the lineup over again with the leadoff hitter Jordan Williams, who led off the game with a single. Takes the first pitch for a strike. If you're Haas, would you lay off the curve, or at least just not attack it down the middle?
No, see, that's what you don't want to do. You don't want to stay just because you're down 6 runs. I mean, even though that is bad.
Ball gets away from Snyder, right behind him. Couldn't find it for a second, but not worry enough for the runner to advance.
Just because he's given up 6 runs, you know, and everyone's been hitting off of him, you want to still stick with your stuff and be able to eventually at least maintain that confidence level. You don't want to disrupt your confidence, you know, your rhythm, kind of like that. You still got to work with every pitch. You throw fastballs all the time. I mean, you're looking at a very long day.
Ball called a strike. 1-2 the count. I mean, Haas had the curveball with him longer than before just this game. It's not like he just decided to throw it. So
yeah,
he shouldn't just abandon it. Just, yeah, like you said, just because he gave up 6. Another curveball, and that's tapped right to Smith, and he retires Williams. But Chappell tags from third, and he is safe, as so does Moody from second and advances to third.
Center fielder, Cooper Morrison.
So it is now 7-0 here in the top of the first inning, 2 outs. And Cooper Morrison now is hitting.
That was just a great piece of hitting right there from Williams. Haas through the curveball, still on the outside part of the plate. Doesn't have that bite to it as he would, and able to get a sac fly RBI out of it.
First pitch is offered, fouled back.
And it's not like he's falling behind these hitters too. You know, he's starting them off with first pitch strikes. I think to half the hitters he's faced so far, it's just a matter of finishing off, you know, what he started, and he's able to do that.
They definitely have his numbers today. Ball in the dirt again, blocked by Snyder. Moody still at third, lone runner. One the count. Pitch up the middle. It looked like it goes between Haas's legs. Moody scores from third as it is a RBI single for Cooper Morrison. Haas does not look happy on the mound. I mean, who would be happy giving up 8 in the first inning?
Yeah, he looks really puzzled out there. Just does not look in the zone. Maybe he's a little tired from being out in the sun. Maybe even a little dehydrated. I mean, he's just not playing his game right now.
James Free now stepping up to the plate. I mean, anyone that just knows baseball or just watches baseball knows that the second time through the lineup is always harder for a pitcher. Well, not always, but most of the time it's harder for a pitcher because the hitter's already seen you.
Yeah, exactly.
And not only is it the second time around, it's only the first inning, and that's not what you want as a pitcher.
Yeah.
First pitch offered right past Garland Webster. Morrison advances to second as free singles.
Like you were saying, though, I mean,
Matt
first time
Miller.
through the lineup, like you said, typically, hitters don't have the advantage as a pitcher would just because they haven't seen his stuff. And that's why you said, second time through the order, if you ever look in the Major League pros, the stats, it progressively gets better throughout the game.
Matt Miller now steps up to the plate. Haas steps off the rubber. He needs to do that, just step off, take some time.
Yeah, you can really
He
tell.
doesn't have to rush it.
Yeah, you can really tell he's been trying to slow down the game ever since that mound visit.
Pitch is high for ball one. Pridey going up to the mound talking to his pitcher. What do you think they're talking about?
I don't know here.
I've never seen
Probably
just
tell
a
him to
third baseman
relax,
talk to him.
but I mean, based on Haas's facial reaction, he doesn't look quite happy that he did that. Usually a pitcher, I mean, he doesn't want anyone to disrupt his, rhythm. He doesn't want, the coach coming out or, someone coming over to him. He just wants to stay to his game.
Exactly. Swing and a miss, evens up the count. You were a pitcher, right?
Yes.
And you said that you don't like when your catcher comes up and talks to you.
No, not at all. Usually, I mean, it's the same old, to be honest with you. Every time the catcher goes out to you, they say the same thing. And, you as a pitcher, you don't want to hear the
Another
repeated thing.
curveball looped right in front of Max Smith for a single. Cooper Morrison rounds third, heading home. He is safe. And James Free is safe at third. Another base hit off a curveball.
DH, David Kariaku.
Just leaving everything up. Like I said, he just looks tired out there. Just absolutely drained.
Kariaku steps up to the plate. It is 9-0 here in the top of the first inning. 2 outs. You look at the lineup and you see Haas and you don't think it's going to be a 9-0 as that is hit to Murgiota. He throws to Webster and Kariaku is retired, as are the Beach Pearls. It is 9-0 here in the top of the first inning. We'll be right back for the bottom.
Carson Haas, thanks for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Welcome back, everyone. Here in the bottom of the first inning, the Neptune Beach Pearl lead the Rockville Rock Hounds 9-0. What did you see out of Carson?
I saw everything really just flat. You know, he wasn't into his pitches. It seemed like he wasn't even finishing them, to be honest with you. Everything was up. That curveball. The changeup wasn't even up. It was just, he just didn't have the release point to it. Just down in the dirt all the time. Fastball was flat. I mean, he just did not have anything going with him.
Leading off, second baseman, Vinny Margiotta.
For the Rockville, we have Vinny Margiotta leading off.
It's in my voice.
Johnny Bridenthal is pitching for the Neptune Beach Pearl and looks to preserve the 9-0 lead early here.
Blasting through.
Ball low, 1-0 the count.
Now can you hear? And how's your hearing?
Ball outside, 2-0 the count. Margiotta ahead in the count. Called strike, 2-1 the count. With such a big lead for Bridenthal, isn't it kind of hard to come into and this is your first start. It's like the first inning, you know?
Yeah, definitely. You know, sitting that long is really hard for a pitcher. But in this situation, he hasn't even pitched yet. So he's still kind of, I mean, he had to stay loose over there. But it's not like he had a rhythm going where it kind of knocked him out of it.
Full count to Vinny Margiotta. Looking to get on base. I mean, no one's complaining if they have a 9-0 lead.
Yeah, he's really just trying to work on his stuff, just going right at hitters.
Ground ball hit to Chappell, thrown to Miller, and Margiotta is safe at first, beating out the throw.
Now batting shortstop, Kevin Sandry.
Kevin Sandry now steps up to the plate with the runner on first.
Yeah, I didn't like what Chappell did there. He waited for the long hop, and with Vinny's speed, able to beat it out.
Vinny is a small guy, but he's a really fast one,
Really
too.
quick, yeah. Showed right there as he takes an aggressive lead over there at first.
First pitch strike to Sandry. Feels like we're at least in the third, fourth inning. Nope.
Yeah, that was a very, very long first top of the half.
Beach Pearl batted around, went deep into the lineup. They actually hit all the way into the 5-hole.
All but one person did not score on their team, and that was Free.
Ball gets away from Free. Not enough for Margiotta to advance. 2-1 count to Sandry. Bridenthal looks into Free. He's ready. He throws home. Fouled off, so it's 2-2 the count. Definitely feels slowed down. I mean, we're only in the first inning, but the momentum in the top half was very quick, very back to back to back.
Yeah.
Bridenthal definitely trying to make it his game as he throws. Full count now. Does he have looks like a sidearm kind of thing?
Yeah, he kind of throws at a three-quarter arm angle. Kind of deceiving when you're out there at the plate. You know, sometimes if a pitcher's good at it, he can hide the ball until the very last second until he throws, which is what you want.
Pitch misses as Sandre advances to first.
Third baseman, Jack Pridey.
Now we have runner in scoring position for Jack Pridey. No outs here.
It's what the Rock Hounds need. Base runners.
I mean, don't try to be a hero and steal thirds in hopes of a wild pitch than scoring. Just stay put.
Mm-hmm.
If it's there, of course, take it, but don't force it.
Go with the flow.
Basically,
yeah, exactly. Chip away.
Ball catches the corner, strike one. Especially with Jack Pridey up there.
Mm-hmm. And then Webster behind him. Two really good aggressive hitters. Power hitters, too. That can get something going in this middle of the lineup.
Fouled back. 0-2 the count to Jack Pridey. Margiotta at second. Kevin Sondre at first. Ball in the dirt. Irving goes back to the bases. Looks like they're almost pitching around Pridey, even though they're ahead in the count.
Yeah, that was a waste pitch right there. That was actually a really good waste pitch. Ball in the dirt. Nice breaking ball. See what he comes with here. Maybe a fastball away. Or even a fastball in on the hands.
And it hits Pridey. Bases are loaded now with no outs for Garland Webster. The game actually on Monday against the Prune Packers, Pridey was hit twice.
Now batting
doesn't look
first
like he
baseman,
crouched the plate.
Garland Webster.
The ball finds him.
He looks a bit shooken up there at first base. Probably not too happy that he got hit again.
3 hit by pitches, 1 week. I don't even want to get hit once. So 3. So Garland Webster steps up to the plate. Bases are juiced, no outs. Webster offers at the first pitch, fouled off. 1-0 the count. It is 9-0 Beach Pearl. Oh, 1 misses. 1-1. Have you seen a pitch from Brianthal that he's been throwing at least often?
He's been mostly fastball. I think that was a changeup right there he missed with, but nothing too, special yet. Hasn't really shown everything, I guess you could say. But yeah, it just seems to be just strictly fastball right now, and maybe just waiting to throw that breaking ball to throw off Webster.
Throws home. Another ball in the dirt. 3-1 count. Very hitter-friendly count.
Webster can look for his pitch only right here. Brian thought throws a strike. He does a strike. It's 3-2. Pressure's still on him. Throws a ball. Walks in a run.
So if it's not his pitch, he should take it?
Yeah, definitely.
And he took it. Full count now.
As a hitter, you have an approach up there, and you're trying to find your pitch. As he takes it high. Ooh.
And it's actually strike 3, as Garland thought it was a walk. Threw the bat, was on his way to first, but then the umpire rang him up.
DH.
Doesn't
Kenny
seem happy
Quilton.
about it. I mean, who would when you took like 3 steps to first, and then out of nowhere it's nope.
Again,
Hitting strike
with
3.
that late call, it kind of messed with Webster, and that was a terrible call from the umpire, as it was high and in. An obvious ball.
Kenny Quilton now steps up to the plate, offers at the first pitch, fouled back. I mean, if you're Webster, you can't be mad at yourself.
No, I mean, you can't be mad at yourself, but you still show the frustration
Oh
you
yeah,
have.
yeah, yeah.
I mean,
most definitely.
that was just a bad call.
Brinethal throws. Quilton taps that and finds a hole as Murgiota scores from third. Sandre scores from second. Ball gets away, misses a cutoff man, goes all the way to the dugout. And Pridey scores as Quilton advances to second.
How about that?
So a 2 RBI single
right
for
fielder,
Kenny
Max
Quilton, which
Smith.
turned into an error, which let Pridey score.
Yeah, error on the throw. And Pridey with a good heads-up base running, able to take advantage and played in 3.
Max Smith now steps up to the plate. A little pitching meeting on the mound. Chris's favorite.
I mean, this one, I could see it. You know, he sat long in the top half of the first, waited a long time to pitch. Up there, you know, just giving up 3 runs, and with that error, doesn't help from his center fielder. But I think that was a good one, just kind of settle him down, stop the game, and just have him pitch his game after that.
On that hit, you already knew we're gonna score.
Yeah.
So you got to throw to second and keep from Kenny advancing, and keeping Pridey at third.
Pridey from scoring too.
And now instead of just Pridey in scoring position, and Kenny at first, which would have the double play ball, at least getting out the inning. Now we have an extra run, and now Kenny's in scoring position.
Yeah, just errant throw from the center fielder.
0-2 count to Max Smith. Errors and walks will eat you up in baseball.
Free passes. We used to have a paper taped up to the dugout when I went to high school and played at Wilsey Wood, and the coach try to motivate us to, you know, at least pitch it in the strike zone to see how far they can hit it, because the saying on the paper was even a blind man can walk, and I mean, it's true.
So you took that to heart and every time you stepped on that mound.
I mean, you don't want to give up a free pass.
As Max Smith swings and misses for the second out. But of course, no one wants to get it, whether it's an error or a walk.
Kyle Krebs.
Exactly. So, I mean, at that point, I mean, you got to buckle down up there on the mound if you're a pitcher and really just challenge the hitter and see how far you can hit it.
Kyle Krebs now steps up to the plate, playing left field today. Takes that ball inside, makes him dance a little bit.
Usually you'd want to turn, take that pitch for a nice little hit by pitch. But Krebs looked a little scared up there.
Honestly, I don't blame him. I was never the one for take it for the team. If there's a fastball,
you have to,
if there's a
though.
ball coming at you,
You have to.
move.
Not a team player then.
As Krebs singles up the middle, Kenny rounds third, heading home. Krebs has an RBI single as the Rockville Rock Hounds are adding on.
Great piece right there from Krebs. Again, Brinethal really hasn't shown much
Now batting catcher,
other than his fastball.
Hunter Snyder.
And Krebs able to take advantage of that. Drove right back up the middle. For a nice RBI base hit.
Hunter Snyder, catcher, stepping up to the plate. What started out with a 9-0 lead is now a 5-run lead. And we're only in the first inning.
How about that?
When you go to baseball games or when you're watching them, are you more of a pitcher's duel kind of guy, or are you kind of a blowout, like back-to-back, 13-0, or not 13-10, not 13-0?
I'd like to see a close game, whether, I mean, that'd be a high-scoring game or a pitcher's duel. But when I'm there, I don't know. I guess you could say it's just whenever I'm in the mood for. I mean, my final answer probably
Snap throw to
pitcher's
first?
duel.
Safe. You're a pitcher's duel?
Yeah, I'd like to see a pitcher's duel.
I mean, if the
And
Giants...
then, I mean, with a pitcher's duel, you know, late in the game, you know, if it gets to that point,
It's
scores
exciting.
a run. Yeah, exactly.
1-1 the count to Snyder. Ball outside. 2-1 count. I don't know. I'm kind of like you. Whatever I'm in the mood for. When it's not the Giants, I always want them to win because I'm a Giants fan. But if I'm watching an A's game, I want them to win. But I wouldn't mind like a 13-7. You know what I mean? Like a high-scoring game.
As long as it's close, though.
Exactly. As Snyder dribbles that to Chappell, and he is retired, and so are the Rockville Rock Hounds. It is 9-4 in the going into the top of the second inning.
I'm Kenny Quilton. Thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Leading off.
Welcome back, everyone, here in the top of the second inning. 9-4, Pearl lead the Rockville Rock Hounds. Lucas Halstead steps up to the plate. We'll start it out with a 9-0 lead. Slowly but surely, they're chipping away.
Cut in half.
First pitch offered at up the middle, off of the glove, and he is safe at first.
Third baseman, David Anaya.
David Anaya now steps up to the plate.
Even though the play wasn't made, I liked how Sandry was able to keep his composure right there.
The ball didn't go into the outfield, so he did his part with at least keeping Halstead at first, as David Anaya steps up to the plate. And the first pitch is a swing and a miss for strike one. Kind of breezy out there, as you can see in the flags out there. And
Wind is picking up.
ball dribbles in front of Snyder. Depending on how the wind is blowing, it varies whether it's beneficial for the pitcher or the hitter, right?
Yeah.
So if it's blowing in, of course, it's going to drop the ball, stop it from leaving.
Yeah, it's going to come back towards play. I mean, if it's blowing out, then it's perfect for a hitter. All you have to do is pretty much flick your wrist, and it's going to go far.
That ball is flied out to Kyle Krebs. He's under it and makes the catch as he kind of drifted backwards.
There's that wind again. Looks like he was under it in the last second, just kind of tailed back.
Shortstop, Jake Chappell.
But able to nonetheless make the catch.
No matter if you look weird or whatever, if you make the catch, you made the catch.
Exactly.
Jacob Chappell now steps up to the plate with Halstead at first. One away here in the top of the second. A swing and a miss by Chappell. 0-1 the count. Haas is ready. He throws. Strike.
Great changeup right there. I like what Haas is doing. You know, even though he did give those 9 runs, I mean, he's starting off these hitters with first pitch strikes, and in his case, giving up the 9, it hasn't paid off for him just because he's been, I think, just a little bit overly aggressive.
As Chappell dribbles that to Sandry, excuse me. And Neptune Beach Pearl are retired quickly for Carson Haas. A great comeback for him from the first inning, and now we'll throw it to McKenna Guerrero with an interview.
Coach, a lot of familiar faces out there, but also some new ones. What's it like working with these individuals?
It's always nice to work with different players from different areas of the country, especially some of the Division I guys. But it's a good group of kids. They work hard, and right now we're just trying to get through this week and get some more pitching in.
Well, you guys were down by 9, and Kenny got the momentum going. You must be pretty happy with that.
Yeah, Carson, struggled a little bit with his command, but, for the most part, I think he's doing all right, and it's not from lack of effort. And he just went out there and got a double play ball and went 3 up, 3 down for us. So I think he'll be all right. We just got to keep battling and have some good at-bats.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck today.
Thank you.
Back to you guys in the booth.
Thank you, McKenna. We're here in the bottom of the second inning. Bridenthal still on the mound.
Leading off, center fielder,
Not
Logan
sure if that's
Finley.
David Free back there or Jared Saltamacchia with the hair he has.
Very good comparison. Who is Saltamacchia playing for? Is he even?
Wasn't he with the Marlins?
He was with the Marlins. I could have sworn last year.
Maybe was he with the Blue Jays ever? Or am I just making that
Ooh,
up?
no, I think he was with
Finley
the.
smacks that into the hole for a leadoff single. He's with the Blue Jays for a minute.
I want to say.
What team did he start with? Wow, I don't even know.
I mean, I remember him being on the Rangers for so long, and then he went to the Red Sox.
Now batting, second baseman, Vinny Margiotta.
Vinny Margiotta now steps up to the plate as he singled in the first inning. My favorite thing to do with baseball players like college or high school is compare them to big leaguers.
Yes. That was a good one, too, with the catcher.
I interviewed Jack Pridey during media day, and he said his favorite team is the Cubs. And so I asked him if he kind of tries to be Chris Bryant, the star third baseman for the Cubs. And he was like, no, I try to be me, but I still, if I have his power, then sure. I'm not going to not want it.
How could you not?
He reminds me more of a
He reminds me more, looks-wise, and just the way he has his batting stance and everything, approaches the plate. He reminds me of a righty Kyle Schwarber. I don't know.
Oh, righty
Yeah.
Kyle Schwarber.
Yeah.
It's not a knock. This year he's not doing the best. That's not a knock. As it's 1-1 the count to Vinny Margiotta. I love comparisons. And I love it when I'm off, but I still believe in my heart it's true. 1-1 the count to Margiotta. Finley at first. Margiotta taps that foul. 1-2 the count. Who does Margiotta remind you? Jose Altuve, of course, 5'7". Altuve's like 5'6", 5'7".
Yeah, but Altuve
He's second base. He's
almost
second.
like twice the size of Margiotta. Altuve's big for his size.
Yeah.
He is short and stout.
He hits bombs, so.
Yeah, he can hit. That's for sure.
1-2 the count. Margiotta taps that to Anaya, and he is retired as Logan Finley advances to second. This is fun. I want to keep doing it.
Shortstop, Kevin Sandry.
Kevin Sandry now steps up to the plate. Let's see who he looks like now. Does it have to be their position? Shortstop, shortstop?
I got it with Sandry.
What?
Sandry looks like Nancy Swanson.
Put the chin guard.
Yep.
That
I'm telling
he
you.
has on his helmet.
He got the swagger up there at the plate. I mean, it's spot on.
I don't think he dribbles that to Anaya, and he is retired. Quick 2 outs for Bridenthal. I mean, if you go up to someone, hey, you remind me of that star stud shortstop for the Atlanta Braves,
Third
Anthony
baseman,
Swanson. No one's
Jack
gonna be
Pridey.
like, no, I do not want to be him.
That's a compliment.
Yeah.
I mean, man. That was a little weird play right there. It almost looked like Sandry was waiting for the umpire maybe to call a foul ball, that it hit off of him or what, but Finley should have moved out to third right there too. That was bad base running right there. Pridey gets hit again, and he's not too happy about that.
And Bridenthal isn't happy that he flipped his bat so high as he stares him down. Honestly, in this situation, when I'm watching a baseball game, whether it's high school, college, or the pros, I side with the
first
hitter.
baseman,
I mean,
Garland Webster.
If the hitter looks to the pitcher and starts yelling at him if it's an accident, like, okay, calm down. But he's mad. He just got hit for the second at bat.
Yeah, I mean, you can't blame him. You really can't.
Him throwing his bat is not that big
And
of a deal.
Bridenthal, I mean, so far today, I've noticed that he's been really working that inside part of the plate. So he's just been missing inside. I mean, at least he's missing on the same side of the plate. Just happened to be Pridey twice.
Garland Webster steps up to the plate as Bridenthal fakes to second. Who gets hit a lot? Anthony Rizzo. He crowds the plate though, like
Oh, his hands are like in the middle part of the plate.
right in the middle.
Pretty much.
Inside to Garland Webster as well. 1-0 the count.
Bridenthal's really just not trying to let these Rockhound players get extended. He's trying to jam them in, get these ground balls to third.
Finley almost picked off. Slides in safely. Do not want to make that out over there.
Especially on a back pick like that.
1-0 the count to Webster. Bridenthal throws home. Webster taps that to Chappell and gets the out at second. And the Rockville Rock Hounds are retired. We'll be right back to the top of the fourth inning.
Logan Finley, and thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Welcome back, everyone, here in the top of the third inning. Kai Moody now steps up to the plate. It looked like Bridenthal still wasn't happy with Jack Pridey after he threw his bat into the air after getting hit yet again.
No, he threw that bat pretty high, and Pridey showed his frustration once again, and Bridenthal was just not having it as he stared him down walking to first base.
I I don't think that Pridey was doing it kind of a show him up kind of move. I think he was doing it because he's just frustrated he got hit again. It wasn't really on Brian Thal.
At Brian Thal. Specifically, it was, like you said,
just a situation.
Showing his own frustration.
Which is understandable. Who wants to get hit? Oh, into the count to Moody. Here in the top.
That was a great curveball. Worked down on the zone. Didn't leave it over the plate. I mean, with Pridey, too, he's been hit 4 times in the past 2 games.
Moody pops that up. Is curveball, is it your favorite pitch?
I mean, in
a sense of throwing it and watching it.
Yes, it's my favorite pitch from him. His fastball is electric. It's 90 miles per hour, but it is straight. So that's where he can fall into trouble, as the Pearls were able to jump on him quick with that 9 runs in the first. But with that 12 curve, that 12 to 6 curve, when it's working, it falls right off the table. It's straight. It goes from flat, up to straight down. So I really like that pitch from Haas.
1-2 the count to Moody. Haas not impressed with
I'm not too happy about that.
The late timeout. But it's the hitter's right to call a timeout.
Yeah, the hitter's got to change up, the momentum of the game, too.
Moody smacks that right to Max Smith, and he is retired. It looked like Haas from my monitor. He was kind of talking to himself, and it reminded me, I'm not saying this, it's a comp. I'm not saying he's Max Scherzer. But earlier, last week was it, when he was talking to himself?
I saw that. That was really interesting, the way Scherzer was mouthing to himself.
Back to the top of the lineup with Jordan Williams stepping up to the plate. 1 out, no one on for Carson Haas. Who does Carson Haas remind you of?
He's got a real simple delivery, simple mechanics, 12-6, straight fastball. I'd have to think about that one.
Williams pops that up, and he is retired.
Sandry with a nice catch over there. I mean, even in the field, Sandry looks like Dansby Swanson. I mean, you throw an arm sleeve on him.
It's the hair that's coming out of his cap,
it's the flowy hair. It's the flowy hair. I mean, he just looks like a ball player.
Again, if you tell him at the end of the game,
he will have the fattest smile on his face. There's no question about that.
Chris Bryant's the face of, I still say Trout is, but, it's Trout, Bryant, and Swanson. If he just, is consistent, he'll be the face. As Morrison chops that to Sandry, but he misses it. It goes under his glove into center field, but not far enough for him to advance to second.
Catcher, James Free.
James Free now steps up to the plate.
I think he kind of hurried himself right there. Kind of got to the ball and just almost froze, I guess you could say. I think he was too worried about Morrison running up the line that he just completely just took his eye off the ball and made an error.
He heard you call him Swanson, so he's like, I have to be flashy now.
Yeah, he's got to be. I mean, but that didn't help.
Ball away. When I was playing softball, it's not really I played the outfield, but when I would swing and swing hard, I would go to a knee, and so my Coach Brandon would say, "All right, Beltre, calm down."
Yeah, that's Beltre's move right there.
I took that to heart. I was like, "Thank you."
Yeah, that's a compliment for sure.
Haas throws to first. Morrison slides back. Future Hall of Famer, heck yeah.
He always does that too, when he gets a hold of it.
It's so cool too, because you go down to a knee and then you hit a bomb, like 420.
Gets to watch it, sitting low.
1-0 the count to Free, as another throw to first, and Morrison is safe. 1-0 the count. Here in the top of the third. 2 outs, runner on first. Free offers at that pitch, fouls it back. Evens up the count. When you played baseball, were you like a superstitious kind of player?
Yeah. I kind of did my own thing in the dirt. Kind of wrote some initials.
All right, Amir Garrett.
What's up?
Okay, Amir Garrett.
But yeah, I have my own little thing.
1-1 the count. Morrison goes, but free fouls that back. Great jump.
Snyder's got to be careful right there. Getting his hand up too quick, his throwing hand, that is. Because foul ball right there, I mean, it looked like it skidded off his arm, maybe. But, I mean, you take a foul ball off your hand, it's going to hurt.
1-2 the count to free. Morrison on first. Game definitely slowed down since the top of the first inning, with the breeze picking up. Haas is ready.
You can definitely get that feel too, that it slowed down.
Definitely Haas is. I mean, I feel like a broken record when I say it, but it's a pitcher's game.
Yeah.
I mean, of course it's a team game, but
you can definitely tell from the way, he's pitched ever since that mound visit that he's really slowed the game down.
Swing and a miss, and James Free is retired with that strikeout. Great outing for Carson Haas, and we will be right back in the bottom of the third inning.
This is Max Smith. Thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Welcome back, everyone, here in the bottom of the third inning. Kenny Quilton is now leading off for the Rockville Rock Hounds. And in between innings, we were talking about more comps, naturally, and my buddy Chris has another comp.
Yeah, so I was thinking Carson Haas reminds me a lot of Sonny Gray and his mechanics. So, I mean,
simple.
It's simple, straight fastball. He's got the nice curveball, changeup too. I mean, it's a perfect comparison.
1-0 the count to Quilton. Next pitch, he smacks that past the diving Anaya, and he is safe at first.
Now batting right fielder Max Smith.
Max Smith now steps up to the plate.
Kenny's had a good couple out bats so far today, 2 singles. Looks like he's out in front, but he's keeping those hands back and just kind of flicking it out there for a nice base hit.
Brianthal ready. And Smith smacks that into the hole between the outfielders as Kenny rounds second, heading to third. Rounding third, he's heading home and he will be safe. A stand-up RBI double for Max Smith.
Great job from Smith right
Kyle
there.
Krebs.
Aggressive approach. First pitch fastball he sees. And drives it to right center. Gets an RBI out of it. Maybe even starts a rally for the Rock Hounds.
Kyle Krebs now steps up to the plate. It looked like, since Krebs was the on-deck hitter, was telling Quilton to slide.
See, yeah, I saw that too, and that's almost how you get your teammate injured. I mean, you don't want him full speed.
Yeah.
You know, have
last minute.
his teammate, you know, in front of him telling him to slide.
Thankfully, Quilton didn't slide in. He's in the dugout now.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want him to have a knee buckle right in front of the plate and then, you know, tear his ACL, you know, worst case scenario. I mean,
Oh my gosh.
yeah, I mean, you don't want anything like that to happen. I didn't like that from Krebs.
Brianthal throws. Krebs takes that for a ball, evens up the count. I mean, of course, Krebs had the best interest for his teammate and his team. He didn't mean it maliciously, of course.
Nah, I mean, yeah.
But it's like, yeah, it's just a...
He was joking around. I mean, you could tell, but, I mean, that's kind of like the gray area, yeah.
As Krebs smacks that to Williams, and he is retired. Looked kind of funky.
Some choppy bounces. Productive out, though.
Now batting
Krebs.
catcher Hunter Snyder.
Smith moves to third. Hunter Snyder now steps up to the plate. I just realized this now. He does the no batting gloves, but he has batting gloves in his back pocket.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the no batting gloves personally. Kind of, you know, Will Myers and I can't think of anyone else. I'm blanking. But it's funny how they have the it's in his, he has them.
Yeah, it's for that look. It really is.
Chops that to Chappell. Long throw. And right underneath Miller's glove, Smith scores from third easily on that play. And Snyder trots to second. It's like, what was the funny? You know, Yoenis Cespedes, the stud
Center fielder,
for the Mets.
Logan Finley.
He has the chain, the gloves, the bright sleeve. He has 2 batting gloves, and then he has 2 in his back pocket. I mean, maybe just in case.
I've
but
noticed that, yeah.
It's so funny.
It's all about the swagger nowadays.
Yes, the big chains. I don't mind it, though. It adds a little flair to the game. I like
Yeah,
it.
adds a little spice. Adds a little spice.
Logan Finley now steps up to the plate. Offers out the first pitch. Fouled back. Who does Finley remind you of? He's big.
Yeah, he's a big guy. I believe he's sitting at 6'4", 220. That's hard to think of. I got to think about this one again, too.
Pitch misses outside. 1-1 the count. Let's see. Who's a lefty that's big like that? One the count. Ball misses away. Brianthal ready. Throws home. Finley chops that to Williams. Williams to Miller.
I found a player comp for Finley over there.
Oh, who?
In a way, I could see him as a Freddie Freeman.
Second baseman Vinny Margiotta.
In a way. Maybe not the batting stance, but I think.
Is Freddie that buff though?
yeah, Freddie's big too.
Oh no, he's tall, but I don't see him as. I don't know.
I mean, he's probably skinnier than Finley.
I'll say you're. No,
I can see a little bit. I can see a little bit. I'm telling you.
Vinny Margiotta now steps up to the plate. He chops that into the hole and makes it. And on that, Snyder scores. It is now 9-7 here in the bottom of the third inning.
Now batting
I was
shortstop,
going to say
Kevin
Anthony
Sandry.
Rizzo, but it's not his stance because Rizzo has that, low hand thing.
Yeah.
But Rizzo's big. His upper body is...
He's a big guy. He's a really big guy.
Maybe you have to put a pin in it and come back to Finley. Kevin Sandry now steps up to the plate. Brennan-Thal throws to first. Margiotta safe. He's 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. 2 outs here. Pitch misses. 1-0 the count.
Big lead over there at first for Vinny. See if he goes here. Put a little pressure on the catcher.
Another pickoff attempt. Safe is Margiotta. I'm sorry, I said Kevin Sandry, but I meant Dansby Swanson.
That's good.
The count. Margiotta goes, and he's safe as the ball free through made it, but Williams couldn't handle it and hold on to the ball. So now Margiotta advances to second in scoring position for Kevin Sandry.
Does a great stolen base. Got a good jump. He's really been hustling today. Everywhere I see him, that's been in the field or even I think every single at bat, he's had a chopper, and he's just been hustling down the line.
Down the line. 1-1 the count to Sandry. I mean, I'm not saying it. Maybe this is not how he feels, but like Altuve, you see a small guy. Even Altuve, his story is he got cut from the Astros, but he's like, okay, but came back and continued, and then now he's all-star, almost MVP, should be MVP, second baseman, and it just shows me, just like Vinny Margiotta, just hustling, never giving up. Just because he's 5'7" doesn't mean he can't play like a 6'2" guy.
Exactly.
And obviously he's playing like a 6'2" guy today, as it's 2-2 the count to Kevin. A little spin deke move.
Yeah, it shows his admiration for the game. That's for sure.
You always like players like that. Just because it's a routine ground ball up, to the shortstop doesn't mean you can't hustle, bust it down the line. I remember a few years ago Harper did it, and I think Matt Williams, the manager for the Nationals at the time, benched him. He's a star. He just came off a rookie season, or was it MVP season, and he benched him because no matter what, even if it's in the 9th inning, you're down by 10, you have to hustle, and Vinny Margiotta hustles consistently. And does that hit him? No, it trickles away from free. So that is
Third
a
baseman,
walk.
Jack Pridey.
Now, Captain Jack Pridey steps up to the plate with a runner on scoring position and first.
Wonder if this will be an interesting at bat. Pridey hit 2 times. Brennan-Thal not really liking his reaction last at bat.
Can't hit him again, basically.
No, you can't here.
But he's definitely gonna.
But it would have been interesting if he was up, no one on, no one out.
Oh, hit again, Jack Pridey, and he is not happy talking to the umpire. And as we were saying, you cannot hit him. He gets hit, and it's hard to believe it's not because of the earlier hit by pitch and the bat being thrown in the air, which is kind of ridiculous to think that's the reason.
Now batting first baseman, Garland Webster.
That's crazy to me. I mean, I don't think it's a fluke that Pridey is the only one that's been hit, and he's been hit 3 times.
You know what, Pridey? Your on base is going up, so just.
That's all that counts, though.
Garland Webster now steps to the plate. As a fan, I always say I'm pitcher biased as Webster takes that pitch outside. 1-0 the count. But in situations where it's like hit by pitches and then the hitter reacts, not really toward the pitcher, but toward me getting hit, I always side with the hitter. He's mad, not at you, just I got hit.
I don't blame him right there on that third one, especially. I mean, to show his frustration at Brennan-Thal, but he kept his composure there. Said something to the umpire. Umpire just kind of seemed to dusted it off his shoulder, though.
No warning issued either.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, it's like I said, it's no, happen to be, Pridey gets hit 3 times in a row. I mean, I don't know. I think Brian Thal might have something against. I don't know.
I mean, he did lead the Bay Valley Conference in batting average. Maybe he took him. I don't know what happened, but the ball gets away from Free, and Margiotta scores easily. Kevin Sandre advances to third. I keep calling him Kendry. I keep combining his first and last name. I'm just going to say Dansby Swanson is at third, and Pridey advances to second. Webster still at the plate. 2-1 the count. 2 outs. I mean, if you're going to hit a guy and make a show of it, the next pitch can't be errant.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's for sure. I mean, to get hit in the same spot too. I mean, 3 times with a fastball. It's not like, it was a changeup or a curveball. It's like it's not an accident. I mean, that fastball could be an accident, but I mean, 3 times in a row, you just don't see that.
In my opinion, the last one didn't seem it was an accident. The first one I thought was just it got away from him. As Webster slams that into left field, and Moody is looking up, and it's gone. Garland Webster with a 3-run home run. And on that note, the Rock Hounds take the lead. Great at-bat by Garland Webster.
How about that? Got a nice piece, and I think the wind helped just a little bit to have a carry over that 370 sign in left center.
What started out a 9-0 lead is now an 11-9 lead for the Rockville Rock Hounds. So the game quickly turned over on Bridenthal as Kenny Quilton steps up to the plate. And on the first pitch, he smacks that right to the third base coach. He doesn't need a glove there.
Good hands. Soft hands.
Definitely played before. Definitely played in the infield.
Without a doubt. Silky smooth. And how about the Rock Hounds, too, coming back from a 9-0 deficit?
It's just the third inning. It's not the 5th, 6th, it's the third. So anything can happen. I mean, anything's been happening.
I mean, anything can happen in baseball. But, I mean, 11-9. And it's not even done in the third, too. Crazy.
Kenny swings, but I believe the ball hit him on the hand, but
He did swing, so it is a strike still.
That's one of the worst feelings. You get hit, but your momentum is already going forward.
Yep.
And
you see a lot of guys in the pros get injured, because it's a natural reaction when you're out there at the plate. You see some. I mean, the ball's already going fast as it is, so you don't have that much time to react to it. You start your mechanics, hands start to go, and it turns out to be a pitch high and inside like that. I mean, you see a lot of guys break their pinky or, break their wrist.
Ryan Vogelsong of the San Francisco Giants actually broke his pinky. I don't remember the year exactly, but he was hitting. And that's why the discussion of the DH was really big that year, too, against the DH, if anyone cares. 1-1 the count to Quilton. The ball gets away from Free. Let me say this again. I'm not against the DH. I love going to A's games and seeing the DH used. I love when the Giants go in the American League and the DH is used. But I'm a National League girl. I like seeing the pitchers hit. I love when I'm watching college baseball and the pitcher hits for himself. I like the two, like Hunter Green.
I like the keep baseball. I mean, pretty much the way baseball should be played. I mean, it's known to have, as Kenny Grounds a nice base hit to right field. Baseball is known to have, one DH and, the pitcher hitting in the National League. And, I mean, I think it just kind of adds,
right fielder,
I don't know, like
Max Smith.
Some pitchers do end up, passing by that pitcher spot in the lineup, and then the pitcher ends up getting the base hit. I mean, a key hit.
Yesterday, what was a 10-9 loss to the Rockies for the Giants, Ty Block, starting pitcher for the Giants, pinch hit and got an RBI single. Madison Bumgarner, the first day of the season, 2 home runs in one game, I mean, not every, Johnny Cueto has 2 hits in 10 years, however long he's been playing. It's not every pitcher, but still, people like it. And it looks like the day for or excuse me, it looks like another pitching conversation on the mound.
Looks like we got a pitching change too. John Bessie, 6'5", 195, big frame.
Digging the shoes from him.
Yeah, I know. I like it. The neon color.
It's not too bright. It's powder
No,
blue.
it's like
yeah.
it's a neon, but it's like subtle. Exactly. And he's got 8 2/3 innings under his belt. He's got a 4.15 ERA, along with 26 Ks.
26.
Strikeout pitcher.
All right, strikeout pitcher obviously cares about his look with the shoes. Let's do a comp real quick.
Number 13,
Chris
John
Hunter.
Bessie.
Almost reminds me of like an all-star game kind of thing.
Who was it that had was it Donaldson? Who earlier in the season, or not season, in the All-Star game 2 years ago, he had like the bright, when he was with the A's, I think, he had the bright green shoes or bright something. I don't know. Maybe.
No, I think it was, man, was it the white cleats? I don't think it was neon. I want to say it was white. I could be wrong.
It's crazy how, in baseball, I'm not sure if it's in college or high school, but for the majors, if, you can't wear bracelets, because, like neon bracelets, that is, distracting for the hitter, but you can wear neon cleats.
Yeah, I mean.
Or a glove. Like Jose Fernandez was known for his bright orange glove, and no one complained about that as he takes that for a strike.
And like you said earlier, I mean, Cespedes always wears that neon green arm sleeve. At least he used to. And same thing with Jose Reyes. Got on the hype for a little bit.
Max Smith takes that for a ball. 1-1 the count. I don't mind any of that.
No, not at all.
I think it's cool. Everyone has their own style. There's players like Trout's the best player in the world, and he doesn't do any of that, but doesn't mean he can't,
Exactly.
Quick pickoff move. Pickoff throw to first. Kevin dives back safely. 1-1 the count to Smith. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. He smacks that ball into center field, and it drops. Sandre moves up to second as Smith has a single.
Now batting left fielder Kyle Krebs.
On that, Kyle Krebs now steps up to the plate. When it gets back to the top of the lineup and Pridey comes up,
That'll be interesting.
It's a different pitcher. But
I wonder if, the Rock Hounds are just fed up with the way Brian Hall.
Oh, like a retaliation thing?
Yeah, a little retaliation. I mean, I don't know. You could see it.
The first 2 times, Pridey was mad, but it's not something that big of a deal. You know what I mean? The 3rd time, I think they took
that kind of went
exception to
overboard.
that. Yes. Was that a curve? On that, he loses his hat. 1 whole count to Kyle Krebs. Playing left field today. Love the pants the Rock Hounds are wearing this season. The stripes, the pinstripes, kind of like the Yankees.
That's a great team.
The Aaron Judge guy's pretty cool. We're hearing booing behind us with the producer Brian Nelson being the biggest Red Sox fan and Chris being the biggest Yankee fan. Me being the biggest Giants fan, but no one cares about that. As the ball gets away from free, Sandri advances to 3rd and Smith advances to 2nd. Baseball is great because baseball in general, I'm talking about the pros, it's 162 games, like anything can happen, like the team that's in last place can be first place by September. Baseball is just amazing.
Yeah, anything can happen. I mean, you've seen numerous teams, coming in hot up until the All-Star break, and then, we're talking about them the entire first half of the season, and then once after the All-Star game happens, they completely fall off. They end up finishing last place. I think the last team I remember doing that sort of thing was the Twins a few years ago.
The Twins. I'm rooting for them this year. I think they're still in first place in the Central, but how can you not root for the Twins?
It's a young team.
3-1 count to Krebs. Runners on second and third. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third inning. Krebs pops that up to Halstead, and he's under it and makes the catch. Krebs is retired, and we will be right back in the top of the 4th inning. Welcome back, everyone. We're here in the top of the 1st inning. Matthew Miller leads off for the Neptune Beach. It's going to be a little interesting inning for the Rock Hounds, as maybe a little retaliation from Haas.
You could see it. I mean, it wouldn't be a shocking thing, to happen, but you never know.
As Mel B., the reporter for Solana College Sports Network, says hi to everyone here supporting the Rockville Rock Hounds. Miller took the first pitch as a ball. Haas throws. Pitch catches corner. Evens up the count, 1-1. It is 11-9. Rockville Rock Hounds lead the Neptune Beach Pearls. Ball hits the dirt. 2-1 to Miller.
See if Carson stayed warm in the dugout after that long inning.
It's so bittersweet. Your team ties and takes the lead and all that, but you're on the bench. And
yeah, you got to stay loose.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't, throw or anything like that.
In the dugout, in the tight
Yeah,
dugout.
exactly.
Miller singles to right field.
It's like somebody like an official scores way of saying not like a reason.
Runner on first now for
DH.
the DH David
Karyaku.
It's almost 6. I think it's 6:30, and it's only the 4th inning. We started at 5-ish. It's been a baseball game. That's all I can say. Nothing routine about anything today. The ball hits the dirt and gets away from Snyder, going all the way to the backstop as Miller goes to second. I don't know what happened there.
I think his curveball just got away from him right there. Snyder unable to keep in the front, be that brick wall. Allowed Miller to get over there second. See if Carson settles down. He's not off to a good start, but he has a lead now, 2-run lead. So let's see if that gives him a little confidence booster.
Miller now in scoring position for Karyaku. Carson throws home. And that is some chin music for Karyaku, excuse me.
Didn't look too happy about that.
2-0 count. I mean, no one's happy with chin music.
It's not the funnest thing when you're up there at the plate. And a 90-mile-per-hour fastball comes right up in your face.
Pause ready. Checks on second. Karyoku smacks that ball to Max Smith in right field, and he makes the catch. As Miller attacks from second, heading to third, Pridey makes the catch, but in there safely is Miller. So a very productive out for Karyoku.
Right
Karyoku,
fielder,
nice at bat right
Lucas
there.
Halstead.
Like you said, productive out. Had really good at bats today. Halstead too, first pitch swinging, I believe, on both of his at bats before. He had that nice double to right center, right below that 370 line, and then had that kind of rollover hit to Dansby Swanson wannabe and Sandry. So if I was Haas, I'd throw him off speed here to try to get him on his front foot, just like that.
All right, you're good on calling pitches, and I'm the comp girl. Let's leave it at that then.
All right. I'll give you that one.
That is 1-0 to Halstead. I was thinking with Miller on third, maybe because his last name's Miller, maybe because he wears the high socks. Brad Miller.
No, he's got to have the long hair, though. Or Miller doesn't have the long hair anymore.
Miller's bald.
That's right.
Not bald, but he shaves his head. As Halstead fouls that off. 1-1 the count.
Halstead looks like a free swinger up there. He's literally swinging at anything in the zone.
Haas ready. He throws ball in the dirt, blocked by Snyder again. So it's 2-1 the count.
You got one out. He's probably looking for something up in Halstead right here against Haas. I'd honestly, if I was Haas, I'd try to challenge him with maybe a fastball up and in, try to jam on the hands, see if he can pop out to Pridey or Sandry over there, shortstop.
Haas throws. And that ball is smacked into center field, and it is gone. That ball was hit a ton dead center for Lucas Halstead. Wow. You have some major power to hit that. That's 400 feet. And I know it didn't land exactly 400.
That looked like it went a good at least 20 feet over that 400 sign. That was almost a Judge-like home run right there. That just got out quickly.
The left field, right field pole is 330, and dead center is 400, and he hit it right over the 400, and now we are tied here in the top of the fourth inning. Stepping up to the plate is David Anaya. With any predictions anyone had going into the game, they could just put it in their pocket. We don't know what's going to happen anymore, or even guess.
Yeah, who would have thought, in the fourth inning, it'd be a tie ball game at 11-11 when the Pearls jumped out to a crazy 9-0 lead in the first inning.
Haas not really happy with himself with the particular outing he's having. He's the horse of the Rockville, whether it's the Rockville Rock Hounds or the Solano Falcons. Quick 0-2 though to David Anaya. Timeout called by Anaya, trying to disrupt the time of Carson Haas. Taps foul.
It's not like Carson, is pitching bad. I mean, yeah, the 11 runs is pretty bad. I mean, and majority of them earned. But, he has good stuff. But like I said earlier, I sound like a broken record. But, I mean, he's just leaving it middle of the plate every pitch. And, I mean, with a good hitting team in Neptune, I mean, it's just bad luck for Carson.
Carson throws. And late
call.
called strike.
Whoa.
As Snyder was ready to throw to Pridey at third for the routine, strikeout, throw to third. But It was a little confusion on the play.
Yeah, it looked like he almost double clutched right there. Had to make sure and wait that the umpire was going to call strike 3.
Naya is retired. Jacob Chappell now steps up to the plate. 2 outs here. Oh, did you hear that? I think the ball that Halstead hit finally landed.
That was a good one.
I tried, thank you. 1-0 count to Chappell. Haas throws home. Gets in the dirt, gets away from Snyder. No one on base to advance, however. So it's just 2-0 the count. Doesn't look like anyone's warming up in the Solano bullpen either.
Looks like they just let him do his thing, grind this one out.
I mean, you never want to strain an arm, though. And it's been long innings.
Yeah, I mean, you don't. However, it is summer. You know, summer ball. This is where, you know, you want guys to work through those pains and, you know, their struggles and everything and adjust. Learn how to adjust in games.
I mean, you're a former pitcher, so I'll take what you say to be true. 2-1 count to Chappell. Smacks that foul. Chappell looks very, very throwback up there with the stirrups and then the very loose jersey top he has. Usually, I mean, you look at Logan Finley on the Rock Hounds, it's very tight.
Yeah, very.
Very tight. That's not a medium.
He fills out that shirt, man.
And then compared to Chappell here, very loose. You could see the wind rippling in it as he smacks that third base side foul. (11-11) here in the top of the 4th inning.
See if Carson can finish him off with the curveball here, or even that changeup.
Oz looks into Snyder. He throws high, full count now. Does not want to walk anyone, especially getting, you know, there's 2 outs, no one on. After giving up a home run, you just want to get out the inning. The wind's definitely staying put. Nothing really changed from that. No clouds to distract the outfielders either on any fly balls or pop-ups. Haas throws and a healthy swing and a miss. And Chappell is retired on that strikeout, and Haas retires the Neptune Beach Pearls as we come to the bottom of the 4th inning.
Hi, this is Hunter Snyder. Thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
And welcome back, everyone, here in
Leading
the bottom
off,
of the
catcher,
4th inning.
Hunter Snyder.
Leading off for the Rockville Rock Hounds, catcher Hunter Snyder. Looking to take the lead with what they had earlier, and then a 2-run bomb by Halstead made it a tie. throws so hard, makes his hat fall off.
See, that looked like a weird breaking ball, though. That looked really, really slow.
It's just he's very, like, when he throws, he's very violent.
Yeah, it's loose.
Must be annoying, though. Your hat just falls off. That's the second time I've seen it. Oh, it's his head, too, as it's chopped fair into left field. Snyder rounding first, heading to second. Rounding second. And
ball caught under.
So it's a ground rule double for Snyder.
Now batting center fielder Logan Finley.
Can't be mad at that. Logan Finley now steps up to the plate. He had a single and is 1 for 2 on the day.
Nice start of the inning for the Rock Hounds.
No outs here. Finley steps up to the plate. Bessie checks the runner at second. He throws home. Finley takes that pitch for a strike. 0-1 count. Finley smacks that ball into left field. It's drifting. It's off the bottom of the wall. Snyder rounds third, heading for home. He will be there safely as Finley has a stand-up RBI double. Ball was hit a ton.
Great piece of hitting right there from Finley. Outside pitch, looked like an outside fastball. Finley just went with it. Drove it. Looks like the wind's been helping out today.
Vinny Margiotta.
Drove it to the left center for a nice RBI double.
Vinny Margiotta now steps up to the plate with a runner in scoring position. Had a single in the first inning and then a single in the third. And we were talking about his hustle in the game he's been having so far. And actually, he has it all the time, too. You never see him not hustle on a play, whether it's defensively or if it's just a ground ball or anything like that. You really admire a player like that.
You really do. And how about a stat line today, too? Two singles, 2 RBIs, a stolen base. I mean, plus the hustle. I mean, you just can't beat it.
Bessie throws home. Ball outside.
And there goes the hat again.
I think it's kind of, I don't know, I like it as a fan. I think it's cool.
Oh, that would drive me crazy.
Yeah, I was going to say.
If that was a pitcher. I think he might have to take a teammate's hat.
Like a size, 2 size smaller or something. Like.
Yeah, something really tight.
2-0 count to Margiotta. Ball in the dirt between the legs of Free / Saltamacchia.
So it looks like, it flies off way too easily. Way too easily.
He has hair.
Yeah.
So
it's not like he's bald or anything.
Yeah. Finley at second with a decent lead. Margiotta at the plate. 3-0 count. Is he going to take it?
Yeah, I take right here. I mean, they're up by a run. You want to slowly chip away. You don't want to be overly aggressive. He hasn't been throwing strikes. 4 straight balls right there.
Another timeout
Shortstop,
call by
Kevin Sandry.
As Kevin Sandry now steps up to the plate. Does it kind of it doesn't take away from your confidence when your catcher or the pitching coach or the coach comes up to you and talks to you? I mean, I know it's just maybe the first time for him, but throughout the game it's like, okay, I get it, I'm not doing the best, don't come out here kind of thing.
Mean, I think depends on the situation and how you take it as a pitcher. If you're honest with yourself, for example, times like this, you got to be true to yourself and be like, all right, well, I let up a run, gave up the lead again. Man on first and second, no outs. I got a man up here looking to do some damage. Maybe I do need a little break. Someone to remind me that, to slow the game down. Let me do my thing up there on the mound and, finish what I need to finish.
Yeah. Sandry steps up to the plate now, ready. Bessie looks into Free.
Got a little drag bunt right here down the third baseline. That'd be nice.
Instead, he takes the first pitch low for a ball. Against the Prune Packers on Monday, we saw a guy hit a home run, and then his next at-bat bunted, and no one was ready for that. I believe it was Willie Hamza at third base and Pridey at first, and they were playing normal depth. They didn't even charge. I mean, they charged when there was a bunt, obviously, but it took them a second, because even
kind of like shocked.
Me, who was doing play-by-play, was confused. I was not confused, but shocked. 2-0 count to Sandry. Finley at second and Margiotta at first via the walk. Sandry taps that foul, hitting him in the calf. I don't see anyone with the chin guards either.
No, I mean,
or elbow guards.
I see, maybe not here, but I do see elbow guards more in college than you do, say, in high school. But yeah, not too many shin guards.
I mean, it's kind of shin guards. I've heard from announcers, from players, as he smacks that ball past Williams. So everyone just moves up a base.
That was a nice stop over there.
Third baseman, Jack Pridey.
Hard hit ball from Sandry. Williams got in front of the ball. Kept his composure and made a nice out, at least just to get one. All right, let's see what Pridey does here. Do you think they pitch to him?
You have to. You can't hit him again. And he smacks that ball into the gap. Finley scores from third. Sandry rounds third, and he will be safe. Pridey trickles back to second. He'll be safe there. And he just showed them, if you guys don't stop hitting me, I'll just keep doing that.
First baseman, Garland Webster.
You don't have to hit me for me to get on base.
How about that from Pridey, though? I mean, not scared of the ball. First pitch swinging, aggressive approach. Gets a nice double to center field. Just can't beat it.
It's 14-11 now. Rock Hounds lead the Pearls. Garland Webster now steps up to the plate. Webster takes the first pitch for a strike. Three-run home run in his previous at-bat as he pops that up. Williams is tracking it. He's under it, and he makes the catch. Looks like he looked away from it, just stuck his, like the Sandlot, just stuck his glove out there and made the catch.
Looks like it hit the palm of his glove. Looks like almost caromed out.
Now batting DH,
able to come down
Dominic Fossalina.
So Garland Webster is retired, and we have a pinch hitter for Kenny Quilton. It is Dominic Fossalina.
Kenny probably came out of the game with his pinky, it looked like.
Fossalina takes the first pitch as a strike, as Pridey is still on second. 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth. So have a lot of baseball to go. So that 14-11, don't expect it to stay that way. Bessie throws. Fossalina swings and misses. Almost loses the hat. Maybe it's the wind too. You're not impressed with it?
No. I mean, the hat fits you. It's not going to fall off. I mean, even with some wind, I think, just went overboard on just because, I don't know if it's because he thought his hair, I don't know.
It's the head. It's when he's finishing, he
jerks his neck down.
Fossalina really strikes out on that pitch. He does jerk his neck down, and honestly, that's really not good for the neck. As we make like a joke out of it, but in seriousness, it's not. But we will be right back in the top of this 5th inning.
This is Jack Pridey. Thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Kai Moody.
Welcome back, everyone, here in the top of the 5th inning. The Rock Hounds lead the Pearls 14-11. Kai Moody now steps up to the plate. It looks like we have a pitching change.
Looks like Krebs up there on the mound.
He offers up the first pitch, drives that into left field, and it hits on the bottom of the wall. Moody rounds first, heading to second, and he stands there safely with a double.
Nice piece of hitting right there from Moody. Had a couple good at-bats earlier, too.
Jordan Williams.
Finally was able to come down. The nice double to left.
Leadoff hitter Jordan Williams now steps up to the plate.
Okay.
1-0 count to Williams. It's actually not Kyle Krebs pitching, it's Joseph Nelson. Freshman.
Ooh, nice pitch.
So 1-1 the count.
Nelson only has 2 innings under his belt so far this summer. So pretty much just getting some work in here.
Takes a peek at second. He throws home. Outside. 2-1 the count. I mean, if you're a new pitcher, do you have those kind of like butterflies, those jitters? But I mean, you have the lead, but still coming in with when the game has been so back and forth.
I mean, it all depends on the person. You know, how their nerves react in certain situations. I mean, personally, I wouldn't be, you know, butterflies on my stomach. As Williams pops it up. Trouble.
And it drops as Moody scores all the way from second as the ball gets away from Snyder. So Williams heads to second on that error by the center fielder.
Center fielder Cooper Morrison.
Logan Finley error on that one as it drops in front of him and Sandry.
That almost, in a way, looked like the play from the A's-Yankees game last night where the A's walked it off.
Starling
Castro, yeah, and Brett Gardner in center field. Just a miscommunication and tough play.
Is your Yankee heart still broken off that?
It is. It really is.
I mean, in my opinion, I feel like plays like that, there's only so... I mean, with Castro, it's different. He actually made contact with it in his glove.
Yeah.
But there's always so much you can do as the ball gets away from Snyder, and Williams advances to third. So a very rough inning defensively for the Rock Hounds. It's errors like that. It's pass balls like that they can't let happen when they know it's been such a back and forth game.
Was it straight steal or was it ball pitch? Did the runner just steal or did he advance on the ball pitch?
1-0 count to Cooper Morrison. 14-12 here in the top of the 5th. Cooper Morrison smacks that ball into right field. Max Smith under it, and he makes the catch. Tagging up, however, is Williams. Regardless, Williams was going to score on that play.
Catcher.
It was a really deep fly ball, so there's nothing really Max Smith could have done. Now, stepping up to the plate, James Free. Been behind the plate all day.
Good job from Morrison right there, finding a pitch up that he can drive to the outfield and get a nice sac fly.
So now it's 14-13.
Ooh. That was interesting.
It looked like it almost hit Freeze. That's the second ball. Were you a stirrups kind of guy?
I didn't personally wear them, but I do like them. I just didn't find them to look good on me.
I always say this to my brother when I become commissioner of baseball, which is going to
okay.
happen naturally, yes.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
The ball finds it doesn't find the corner, actually. It's ball 4 as Free takes the free base. See what I did there?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Matt Miller.
But yeah, when I become commissioner of baseball, I'm going to make high socks mandatory and stirrups optional, but highly recommended. So it's up to you guys.
That's
It's a high dream.
That's interesting.
I wanted to wear stirrups for my softball team, but my coach said if you want to play baseball, the baseball team's on the other side. I was like, okay, never mind.
That's true.
As Miller smacks that ball into center field, Finley gets that cleanly. Free advances to second, and Miller has a single.
Kariaku.
David Kariaku now steps up to the plate with runners on second and first. Only one out here in the 5th inning. 14-13, the Rockville Rock Hounds lead the Neptune Beach Pearl. These games this past week has just been so high scoring as Kariaku smacks that ball foul.
Yeah, that tends to happen in summer ball. Just because, I mean, people are getting their work in, so.
Oh, 1 the count. Beautiful pitch, just misses.
Big looping curveball. Almost came back.
Evens up the count. One to Kariaku. Fouls that backwards. 1-2 the count. It's 7:01 here, our time, and it's only the 5th inning, top of the 5th inning. Only 1 out. Just shows you what kind of game it's been. As he smacks that ball past Nelson and past the diving Sandry into the center field, and on that play, James Free scores and Miller advances to third. So
Right fielder.
we are
Lucas
now tied again.
Halston.
Once again. How about that? Everyone just seems to be seeing the ball well today.
Whether you play for the Pearl or the Rock Hounds. 14-14, top of the 5th inning. 28 runs scored already.
We're not even halfway through the game.
Over under 35 by the end of the day.
I'm taking the over on that one.
Lucas Halstead now steps up to the plate as on that pitch, Kariaku, I'm not sure if we're going to call it a steal or is it a defensive indifference?
No, that was a straight steal.
Okay.
He got the best jump you could ask for right there. Easy stolen base.
I've always hated the defensive indifference term.
Yeah, that usually happens when it's like,
The 9th inning.
Yeah, end of the game. Catcher just stands there, does his thing, doesn't really make a throw.
Halstead swings and misses. And he is retired.
Third baseman, David Anaya.
David Anaya now steps up to the plate with runner in scoring positions for him.
Would have liked to see Holstead at least get down to first base to make the Rock Hounds seem a little bit pressured to play defense, but unfortunately I think he forgot that he had 2 strikes on him.
Takes that for a ball. 2 outs here. 1-0 count. to David Anaya. Nelson looking to get out the inning, limiting the damage to only a tie.
Yeah, I think if he can limit it here, I mean, he's already given up 3 runs. But I feel like if he can limit it here, you know, anything can happen after that.
Naya takes that pitch for a ball.
I didn't really think about it like that.
3-0 count here. Nelson throws home. Catches the corner and a strike. Very friendly hitter count right now as Nelson throws home. And Naya offers at that pitch. Foul over the heads of our loyal cameramen over there. I did camera in the beginning of the spring semester for the Solano Falcons.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you, whether it was third baseline or first baseline, I couldn't do it.
You were just a mess?
I liked doing the camera. It was fun. I just hated how the foul balls, even if they weren't coming toward me, I'm so focused on my action shot, I would flinch as Anaya takes that for a ball
so you
and walks.
you would take the camera with you. So you just fly up out of nowhere.
Oh, yeah. If I'm going down, I'm sorry, Pop. Camera's going down with me.
Shortstop, Jake Chappell.
Especially because they're not just standing on the regular the regular dugout thingy, whatever. There's a, I don't know how to explain it. If someone could get that shot, it's scary, okay? And I don't recommend it for everyone.
It's like a box.
Yeah. I mean, it's stable, but
yeah,
scary. As the bases are now loaded here in the top of the 5th inning, 2 outs, 14-14. Nelson not really happy with himself after coming in with the lead and now still in the inning, 2 outs with a tie. Jacob Chappell now steps up to the plate. Takes that first pitch for a strike. Not afraid of attacking the strike zone.
Yeah, what you want to do. I mean, you have nowhere to put him. Good job of getting ahead right here. See if you can get out of this jam.
Nelson throws. A looping curve hits him. And with that hit by pitch, it brings in a run. The bases were loaded.
And yet we have another lead change.
Ty Moody.
Kai Moody now steps up to the plate. Is that 4 hit by pitches? With 3 of them Pridey?
Yeah, 3 Pridey.
I mean, we're laughing, but I know Pridey still isn't.
Oh, no, he's probably ticked off. But, I mean, he does have an RBI double to go along with the 3 hit by pitches. So
smacks that into center field. Finley charging, but drops in front of him. The runner from second scores easily. Everyone advances. Kariaku scores on that play. Anaya advances to third.
Second baseman, Jordan Williams.
And Moody on first. Jordan Williams now steps up to the plate. I feel like I've said that at least 26 times. Just for him. This is his 5th at bat. Smacks that ball. Foul. Giving chase. And
looks like Broadbent over there
at first.
Nice play.
And on that pitch, we will be right back. Well, welcome back, everyone. We're here in the bottom of the 5th inning. The Neptune Beach Pearl lead the Rockville Rock Hounds 17-14 as Max Smith steps up to the plate. We also have a pitching change, and I'll throw that to my friend Chris.
Jake Paredes, number 14, sitting at 7 2/3 innings pitched on the summer as Smith fouls it back. Sitting at a 0.00 ERA, followed by 4 Ks. So looking to get some work in here today. It's a 17-14 game.
0-1 count. Next pitch, strike. 0-2. It looked like that looked like the same pitch earlier in the game that Webster struck out on, and he thought it was going to be ball 4.
Yeah, the umpire is kind of interesting today, in my opinion.
1-2 the count to Smith. The game has been just interesting, to say the least. 4 hit by pitches, 3 from Jack Pridey. The lead change, the ties, everything like that. As that ball misses high, 2-2 the count.
Yeah, the score looks like a football score.
Smith smacks that ball into center field. Morrison charges, and it is gone. A home run for Max Smith. A solo home run for him.
I did not see that ball
Leaving at all.
Yeah, I did not see that going over the fence. The wind, I think, took that without a doubt.
As Max Smith touches home, his teammates waiting to
Pitch hitting for
congratulate
the Rock
him.
Hounds, number 26, Nathan Gutierrez.
That's 4 home runs on the night, right?
Believe so.
Nate Gutierrez now pinch hitting for Kyle Krebs. 4 home runs, 4 hit by pitches. I want to find another 4.
It's been a crazy game.
Gutierrez takes that pitch low. Freshman out of the Solana Community College.
Had a good season this year.
Yeah.
Had a really good season.
Swings at the first pitch, fouls it off. In that interview with Pridey, I also interviewed him, and I asked the guys, their favorite player and team, and Pridey said the Cubs. He said he grew up an A's fan, and the pitcher he idolized was Tim Hudson, because he's a pitcher too. Although, Hudson's lefty, he's righty. Or excuse me, Hudson's righty, he's lefty. But then he said, which made me chuckle, was when Hudson went to the Giants, he felt like that was a traitor kind of move.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like, if you've been with the organization for a long time, you start your career with them. Well, not necessarily career, but, you move on over for a few years and then you go to the crosstown rival. You're not going to get too many people to like you as you used to.
Gutierrez ahead in the count, 3-1. A swing and a miss. Full count now. I like the way that Paredes puts his glove to his face too, kind of like who does that? As Gutierrez fouls that off. Lightning rod. Kershaw does that. It's kind of intimidating.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he's already an intimidating guy, but full count to Nate Gutierrez. Ball low and for a strike. Nate doesn't agree with that at all. Looks like he was going to throw the bat and just trot to first. And again, a late call by the home plate umpire for a strike. I mean, if it's going to be a strike, if you're going to say it's a strike, at least do it quickly, so then the hitter doesn't just stand there kind of like.
I don't like the late calls. I mean, even though they tell you as an umpire to make sure of yourself in the split second you have, but he's taking his sweet old time back behind the plate, and it's tough for a hitter. Even the pitcher too.
Yep. Two-0 count. Full count. Takes that for a strike.
You see on the screen, mysterious pinch hitter.
We were trying to figure it out. We're looking at our number sheets here, and we're looking at the numbers, and they're not adding up, as the producer Brian Nelson put up mysterious pinch hitter, and he walks. So congrats, mysterious pinch hitter. Can that be his name? I don't know. I don't care if we find out his name. He's gonna be mysterious
Logan
pinch hitter for the rest of the season.
I don't know. That's usually. I mean,
I think that's why the announcer didn't even announce
I want to
his
say.
name, too.
I want to say he's the new catcher for the Rock Hounds too, if I'm not mistaken. So.
It'd be great to, to get some confirmation. Logan Finley steps up to the plate with mysterious pinch hitter on first base.
That's just what we're going to call him for the rest of the game. How about that?
I'm saying for the rest of the season. I don't care if I find out his name. Mysterious pinch hitter. That's so funny. Paredes sets, ready to throw home. First pitch is a ball outside. I mean, Finley's a big guy, and I feel like his strike zone, just like him, is big. So it's like, where can you pitch him?
A big guy, personally, depends on, how he hits, if you pick up on it. I typically like to stay low and away with some soft stuff, maybe a changeup, curveball, get him out in front. And then I would change from outside to in and come on the inside part of the plate, try to bust him on his hands as he fouls it off. Just so you won't get extended. You want to go soft away and you want to go in hard. So
it counts like right now 1 and 2 to Finley
1 and 2.
Occur.
I'd go right here. I'd probably throw a backdoor curveball, maybe in the dirt, try to see if he chases. If not, I'd go hard in.
Let's see.
Just like that.
And a strike. Finley strikes out looking. Vinny Margiotta now stepping up to the plate. Mysterious pinch hitter does not want to be stranded at first base, so Margiotta looking to at least advance him to keep the lineup moving for Sandry.
Get him on. I mean, you got Broadbent waiting in the on-deck circle. I mean, he can do some damage.
Takes that for a strike. 0-1 count. Has only been retired one time, Margiotta.
He's having one heck of a game as he
pops
it up.
And he is retired by Matthew Miller. And so are the Rockville Rock Hounds. And we will be right back in the top of the 6th inning.
This is Joseph Nelson, and thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Welcome back, everyone. We're here in the top of the 6th inning, and we have a new pitcher, Chris.
Yeah, it's Grant St. Martin. I believe it's his first pitching appearance of the summer. We don't have a stat line on him.
For the Pearl.
So
Number 3.
see what he's made of here today. As you see, the shadows are starting to creep in. It's kind of hard for a hitter.
We also have a pinch hitter for the Pearls, Harrison Moore. One 0 count. 2-0 count as that pitch misses. I mean, you bring in a guy that's never had, well, hasn't had pitching, hasn't had pitching experience thus far into this summer season, and you're only down by 2? Isn't this when you bring in, like, your stud pitchers like Wyatt or any of them like that? I mean, I know it's still really early, it's the 6th inning, but you got to preserve the run difference right now.
Yeah, I mean, I totally see your point and see where you're coming from, and it is true. But with summer ball, it doesn't really necessarily matter about the wins and losses.
True.
It's like I said many times before. It's just about people getting their work in. Seeing what they're comfortable with, and see them in times of like this. They're down by 2. Put him in a situation to see if he can pitch when they're down. See how he handles that situation.
And he's handling it well.
As he gets a nice strikeout right
There's
there.
some more strikes out.
But yeah, I mean,
Catcher,
you put guys in certain situations that you may not expect, and it's up to them to see if they can prove you wrong.
James Free now steps up to the plate. One away. One 0 count. A lot of substitutions, a lot of pinch hitting, defensive substitutions in this game, trying to get everyone in. Pitch misses 2-0. Free smacks that ball foul. The sun is actually setting, and it's right behind the home plate. Right behind home plate. So it's kind of in the eye of the pitcher, right? And obviously
But it's a vantage pitcher, just because the hitter has to see obviously the ball coming at him, and it's change of light from sunlight when it goes out of his hand to right before it crosses the plate in the shadows.
Can pitchers wear sunglasses? Because I've never seen that.
I don't know the rule on that. I've never in my life seen it.
Yeah, that's
never.
When you think if everyone else can, why can't you? I mean, if it's not comfortable for you, of course, but if it's allowed, I've never seen it.
I don't think so, because I think it becomes a distraction to the hitter.
Everything's a distraction to the hitter. The sky's a distraction. The white clouds.
Yeah, white background. I mean,
you see that white pole over? That's a distraction.
That's a definite distraction. The white sign, the 400 sign.
Yeah.
Distraction.
First baseman.
As Free walks on that pitch. So another free pass given up by the Rock Hounds. Something that they haven't been able to control as Matt Miller steps up to the plate. He's having a day, though.
Yeah, how about that stat line? 3 singles, a walk, RBI, 3 runs. Seen the ball really well today.
Perfect 3 for 3.
How about St. Martin right there, throwing in some junk, little breaking ball.
He's definitely been in the pen. He's definitely
he's had to have thrown it before. I don't know whether it be at Sonoma or what, but he's definitely not new to pitching. He's not one of those guys who'd be like, all right, well, you're up there today. Let's see what you got. Like, he's definitely had some experience under his belt.
One the count, 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Ball misses, so it's 2-1. 17-15. The Pearl lead the Rock Hounds again. That score will change. I'm almost certain.
Let's see how long that can hold.
Strike called. evens up the count 2-2 to Miller. Like you said, this is not baseball. This is football.
Yeah, the score. I mean, 17-15. You don't see that every day.
Smacks that foul. There's a bullpen work for both Solano and the Pearl. Excuse me, not Solano, the Rockville Rock Hounds.
How about Miller right there, though? Stayed alive. Nice inside-out approach to get it over by the dugout area. Just misses.
Tries to frame that back in, but umpire wasn't budging.
Mysterious pinch hitter.
There you go. I was like, that's not Snyder.
That's definitely a mysterious pinch hitter.
All right, mysterious pinch hitter. Let's see what you got back there. St. Martin throws. Called strike. Even Miller knew.
Yeah, I think he knew before the umpire rung him up. Put his head down and just started walking.
And that's also like a giveaway, too. So if you're walking to your dugout, head down, upset.
Not what you want to do, but...
David Kiriakou steps up to the plate. He has 2 singles, 3 RBIs today. I feel like everyone at least has 2.
Yeah, the stat lines today are definitely padded. It's a pad your stats kind of day. And if you don't, well, tough luck.
It kind of sucks too when everyone's been hit, whether it's an RBI or not, but like everyone's been on base with either a walk or a single, you know what I mean, with a hit, and then you don't.
Yeah, that's really frustrating. And I believe all starters today for the Pearls have scored a run. So that's just the kind of game it's been.
And that's baseball, but also not baseball. It's like I'm not surprised because it's baseball, but then again, it's like baseball should be at least under 7. That like 7 is a high-scoring game.
Yeah. I like to see, maybe like a 7-6, like close game.
Yeah.
But I don't want to see 10 plus because then the games just get too long.
I mean, it's fun for whoever's hitting.
Well, yeah, obviously, but like
yeah.
at that time too, I mean, players to a certain point, at a certain time, just want to get the game over with. So it's kind of like sometimes it just drags along because both like the one team is gonna win, and it's just
Well, in this case, no one knows who's gonna win.
Great pitch right there.
St. Martin strikes him out. That's 2 strikeouts in the inning, and we'll be right back in the bottom of the 6th.
This is Grant St. Martin. Thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
And welcome back, everyone. We're here in the bottom of the 6th inning. The Neptune Beach Pearl lead the Rockville Rock Hounds 17-15. I laugh only because we're only in the 6th inning. And we have a pinch hitter and a new pitcher, but for the hitter, it's, how do you pronounce his last name again?
Kirby Broadbent. Set at 364 average. 14 plate appearances. See, takes a ball there. But the pitcher, Alex Trotner, he's got 13 1/3 innings pitched. He's got a 2.02 ERA, followed by 11 Ks.
First time seeing a lefty. 1-1 the count to Broadbeck. Ball low. 2-1 the count.
I don't think Trotner wants to throw the Broadbent right here. 3-0.
Takes that for a strike. Broadbeck also the first player I've seen with a chin guard. Cares about his chins, Chris.
Yeah, I mean, you got to.
Trotner throws that in. Broadbeck slaps that ball into right field. However, he is retired on that play.
That sounded like a broken bat. That didn't sound good.
Now batting number 17, Daniel Page.
Pinch hitter Daniel Page now is at bat, but I feel like broken bats, they sound good to me.
No, they sound good,
yeah.
and then you know the camera takes it, and it's like a pop out to the first baseman, and it's like, whoa, well,
it's
I
like
was wrong.
He got the head on that one, and then you look up, it's like a little dribbler to the pitcher, and that ball hits Page. So make that 5 hit by pitches in total. 3 by Pridey, 1 by Page right now, and then another one by a player on
first baseman, Garland Webster.
It's just been a crazy game.
No, speechless. Garland Webster steps up to the plate. Hit a home run in his at-bat. He's 1 for 4. The only hit was the home run. A 3-run home run. Let me not cut him short. Takes that pitch for a strike. There is a rule within this league that they don't have lights in the stadium, so if it gets dark, which it looks like by the time it sunsets, it's only gonna be like maybe the 8th inning, they might have to call the game.
Yeah, that'd be unfortunate. You don't want to see a game cut short just because of the sun, but you know, like you said, there's no lights, so.
1-1 the count as Garland Webster pops that up, and Chappell makes the catch, and Webster is retired.
DH, Dominic Fossilina.
Dominic Fossilina now stepping up to the plate. That's a mouthful of a name, Dominic Fossilina. Say that 5 times fast. You'll never.
No. I don't want to sound dumb.
That didn't stop you earlier.
Ooh, okay. Alrighty.
Fossilina fouls that off.
Things are getting heated here.
Sorry, you're a Yankees fan. What can I do?
Man.
0-1 the count. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. So wait, do you know the score for the Yankees? They're playing the A's, right?
Yeah, they are.
Do you know the score?
I don't remember. Last time I checked, it was like 1-0.
Who was leading?
I believe the A's were. Yeah. So.
As Fossilina takes that for a strike. Or a ball, excuse me. I'm just teasing.
I know you are. I know you are, so.
I mean, I'm a Giants fan, so I have no room to talk this season. Pitch misses. 2-1 the count to Fossilina. Second at-bat of the day.
See if we can get Page in somehow, some way. Left center's looking pretty pretty big out there.
Faustellina takes that pitch that was in the dirt. 3-1 count. There's been a lot of 3-1, 3-0 counts in the game too.
I think that's also played a role in this game. You know, I feel like the batters have really been ahead rather than the pitchers. You know, they're sitting comfortably, like you said, 3-0, 3-1, and they're seeing the pitches they want and they're driving them for hits.
Ball misses high, and Faustellina takes that for a walk.
Right fielder, Max Smith.
Max Smith now steps up to the plate. Page at second, and Faustellina now at first for Max Smith. Big left-handed hitter. Took that for a ball, 1-0 the count.
About Smith's stat line, triple away from the cycle. Had the home run in the last at bat. Had a single, RBI double.
If he hits a single, or excuse me, a clearing the bases triple right now, that not only completes the cycle for him, but also ties the game.
Yeah.
So I mean, I know
That'd be a win-win.
3 for 4, a single, double, home run.
2
and
runs.
just 1 strikeout. Ball gets away, and Page is out at third trying to advance, and Max Smith's at bat has to continue the next inning as his is cut short. And we will be right back in the top of the 7th inning.
This is Kirby Broadbent. Thanks for watching Solana College Sports Network.
Welcome back, everyone, here in the top of the 7th inning. The Neptune Beach Pearl lead the Rockville Rock Hounds 17-15 again. By the end of the game, I don't think that's going to be the same score as Lucas Holstead steps up to the plate. Game started around 5. It's almost 8, 20 minutes till 8, and only in the 7th inning. You know, Holstead takes that pitch low. The commissioner for baseball has been trying to make the game quicker, taking away the walk. You just throw up 4 fingers, you take your base. Oh, he would not be happy with this game.
He would not. This game would absolutely disappoint him.
It's been fun for me, though.
Oh, yeah, it's been really entertaining for us.
As he fouls that off. 1-1 the count. Holstead hit a home run in the 4th inning.
Yeah, that was a shot. That was the one that was the
400?
moonshot, yeah.
The one that landed 30 minutes after?
Yeah, took
Aaron
a while.
Judge.
Aaron
Right?
Judge type-esque home run.
Go up to him and say, hey, you remind me of Aaron Judge. I swear, that's the best compliment you give anyone.
I mean, that's a huge,
well, yeah, I'm not
huge-
saying that.
I mean, maybe the home run part, but...
Holstead takes that pitch for a strike.
I must say I like how the umpires are still into this game.
Yeah, usually they make the quick strikes. Okay, let's go.
They start to widen the strike zone, but I haven't seen much of that.
With the exception of a few pitches, the home plate umpire has been considerably good.
Yeah, I feel like beginning of the game, he had those questionable calls. He did have I think him.
Halstead is retired on that strikeout.
I think him not throwing a warning at least kind of shook it up for the Rock Hounds. But since that's hopefully in the past brushed over, I feel like overall he's done a pretty good job calling this game.
St. Martin still on the mound. Big presence on the mound. David Anaya now stepping up to the plate. Inside pitch, took it for a ball.
How about St. Martin though? 4 Ks in an inning and a third. I mean, you can't ask for much more as he throws a nasty slider right there.
Like you said, there isn't any stat line for him in the summer.
If I didn't know, I would think he's their ace without a doubt. Just the way he carries himself out there on the mound. And everything like that, the way he pitches.
I love his finish, too.
Yeah.
He reminds me of a right-handed Rich Hill. Because Rich Hill, when he finishes, his arm goes all the way back, just like that.
I see that, but Rich Hill is more straight up, straight down. But I could definitely see the similarity in
just the finish, at least.
The finish, yeah, exactly.
2-2 count to Anaya. Smacks that foul.
And he's working quick, too.
Which, as broadcasters and fans of the game, we like to see.
Wonderful.
Who's that guy that was Jorge De La Rosa? I don't know. He's not with the Rockies anymore. But, oh, my goodness. He was so slow. Watching Rockies game back in the day was so rough as Anaya strikes out on that pitch.
St. Martin with the 5th K.
Shortstop, Jake Chappell.
He's trying to be a starter. I mean, he does hit home runs too. He's not just like,
he's a big guy. I believe he hit a home run the other day. If not, he hit something off the wall.
2 home runs in the last 2 games. So it's not like just a random bench player like, hey, you want to pitch? Go pitch. He's a boy.
They're not just calling him up, from the right side of the bench. You're like, like eating meeny miny mo.
Basically.
Yeah, I mean, obviously he can play ball.
And he's throwing a pen.
Oh, without a doubt. He throws pens by himself if he doesn't throw them with the team.
Have you seen it? Can you describe his pitches at least as Jacob Chappell takes that for a ball?
The 2 pitches I've really seen are the fastball. It really comes in at the angle. It has that downward action to it, just like that. And that slider. He has a real nice... It's not sharp, but it is loose. And it's really been fooling these Pearl hitters. So I really feel like if he just keeps doing what he's doing, I mean, he has 5 strikeouts.
He is a strike away from retiring the side with 3 strikeouts.
I mean, 6 Ks in 2 innings, that'd be phenomenal.
And it's not like he came off the bench either.
Blows it past
him. And there you go. He struck out the side. Grand St. Martin have an inning. We'll be right back in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Hi, this is Kyle Krebs. Thanks for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
And welcome back,
Leading
everyone.
off, right
We are
fielder,
here
Max
in the
Smith.
bottom of the 7th inning. Max Smith back to the plate. He was hitting in the previous inning, but the runner at third was thrown out at third and in the middle of his at-bat, so he will continue with his at-bat here in the bottom of the 7th. Took that for a strike. We're nearing 8 o'clock and we're still in the 7th inning. I think it was Carson's first inning that really just set the tone of the game.
Yeah, that was a long top half of the first. Very long.
Trotner's still on the mound working for his Pearl. And Smith smacks that over Williams into center field. And he's rounding second. And he stops right there as everyone was hoping he'd go to third and complete the cycle. A double is still good, but everyone was waiting for that triple.
Great piece
Now
of hitting
batting
right there.
number 26, Nathan Gutierrez.
Looked like out of the box. He was kind of expecting himself just to get the double. Didn't see too much of hustle, but
I mean, you never want to like extend your legs trying to stretch out a double into a triple.
yeah, exactly.
He knows, he knows he's raw. He doesn't need a triple to complete the cycle. Gutierrez now stepping up to the plate. Took the first pitch for a strike. Again, the score is 17-15. The Pearls lead the Rock Hounds. The shadows are dying down a little bit, but there's still a one good chunk out there.
Yeah, the chunk's in right field, and
Dribbler shot right to Williams. Williams throws to first, and Miller makes the catch and retires Gutierrez. So he's 0 for 2 since pinch hitting.
productive out though.
Yep, advanced
What you want?
Smith to third.
Moves Smith to third and sets up mysterious pinch hitter here for an RBI situation.
All right, mysterious pinch hitter. Well,
Oh, found out the name.
Zach Bartolome. Bartolome.
Bartolome.
Or as I'm going
Bartolome.
to call him, mysterious pinch hitter.
Bartolome.
One more time, I didn't hear you.
Nah, I'm fine.
Can I call him mysterious pinch hitter?
You know, that was his nickname up there. I mean, I don't see
We
why
gave
not.
him a nickname. Everyone has those cool mysterious pinch hitter. Who wouldn't want to be that name? As mysterious pinch hitter takes our first strike. Bartolome. That's a cool last name, though. Bartolome. Trotner throws home. Bartolome smacks that pitch into center field. And under it is Morrison. With the wind, with the air, we just thought it was going to be a home run. And with the game, how it's been going. But with that out, it did bring in Smith from third.
Center
so
fielder,
again, another
Logan
productive
Finley.
out.
Slowly chipping away. That's what you want.
And now they're down by 1. Again, don't expect the score to stay the same.
Would not in the least bit be shocked if there is a walk-off win or a game-winning hit in the last inning.
Logan Finley now stepping up to the plate. Took that first pitch for a strike. 2 for 4, single, double RBI, and he also scored a run. You got to be happy with a line like that. You know, you do it all. I mean, not only do you provide for the team when it comes to RBIs, but you also score, which means you're always in scoring position, which means you're always running the bases well. Evens up the count with that ball low. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Also, it's also been quick 2 outs, but they could not, whether it's the Rock Hounds or the Pearls, they could not get the 3rd out, which would drag it on.
That's what's made this game so long. It's the finishing part, really. I mean, you know, like you said, the 2 outs, not finishing. The pitchers getting ahead in the count, not finishing.
A swing and a miss.
Finley.
2-2 the count.
Finley with a healthy cut.
That's the I'm gonna go Oppo Taco into the scoreboard and you're gonna like it swing.
Why not? If you can go opposite field here and hit a home run, you've got some special kind of power.
Honestly, just look at his arms. He has the ability to go Oppo Taco. Full count to Finley. Chartner throws home, and Finley smacks that foul. Did you hit? Like, were you a hitter?
Yes, I played first and then I pitched. I was more of a defensive player, if anything.
When you were hitting and you were like in a slump or something, as Finley smacks that ball into center field, he rounds first but stays put right there with a single. He will be the tying run on first, with Vinny Margiotta now stepping up to the plate.
Second baseman.
But when
Vinny
you were like, say you were
Margiotta.
in a slump, or not even a slump, you're just not hitting that well that game. Were you the one that talked to your bat? Like you see a lot of people do, like they talk to the bat.
No, I wouldn't talk to my bat, but I'd walk over to the other side of the dugout and kind of talk to myself, like a little pep talk. But yeah, I mean, it's baseball. I mean,
What's a pep talk? What's a Chris pep talk?
It's probably not appropriate to say on here, but you know, just the usual, like, talk to yourself, like you got to get stuff going.
Margiotta smacks that into right field, but he is retired on that play, and so are the Rock Hounds. And we will be right back in the top of the 8th. The Pearls lead the Rock Hounds 17-16.
Hi, this is Nathan Gutierrez, and thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Welcome back, everyone. We're here in the top of the 8th inning.
Number 9, Zach Miller.
And we have a pinch hitter for the Pearls and a new pitcher. Mickey Nunez is now on the mound for the Rock Hounds.
There's no stat line on Mickey Nunez. This looks like he's just getting a little cleanup role here. Try to have them keep them in the game.
Zachary
So
Miller
at
now
240 average on the summer.
smacks that foul.
Just out of the reach. Their base coach.
Out of West Virginia University, standing 6'4", 185 pounds.
It's a big frame.
Nunez throws home. Again, chops that third base, fair. Miller rounds first, heading to second with a double. So right off the bat, there's a runner
Now
in scoring
batting
position.
Number 10, Andrew Rosa.
We have another pinch hitter, Andrew Rosa, now stepping up to the plate.
He's got 5 plate appearances. Doesn't have a hit yet. So we'll see what his approach is here.
We're looking to drive in the insurance run at second with Miller. For a second, the winds died down, but if you look at the flag in left center, they picked up considerably.
Yeah, it's picked up. It's picked up. You know, slowed down. Picked up.
Just like the
slowed
game.
down. Picked up. I mean, yeah, just like the game. I mean, we're playing in shadows almost.
2-0 count to Rosa. Smacks that for a pop-up. Calling it is Broadbeck, and making the catch is Margiota.
Broadbent did a little fakie there.
Number 3, Harrison Moore.
Harrison Moore now stepping up to the plate. Second at bat after pinch hitting. Struck out in his first at bat. Nunez throws home. Chops that past the diving third baseman. And Webster couldn't make the throw at first, so he just eats the ball. Which is the right thing to do.
That was a very smart decision.
I mean, he saved a run,
Number
possibly
20,
2.
Kept it in the
Travis
infield.
Wacker.
Kept the run from scoring. Instead, man on first, man on third, rather than man on second and a run scored.
It's plays like that make you I mean, it's easy. I won't say it's easy to play baseball. It's not easy to play baseball, but it's also not easy to have the baseball intelligence.
Yeah, baseball IQ. That definitely showed right there for Webster that he is really knowledgeable of the game, and he knows, what to do in certain situations.
Travis Wacker now stepping up to the plate, took the first 2 pitches for balls. It reminded me, I've been saying that all day, it reminded me of the play Manny Machado made early in his career where he got a chopper to third and then he's going to throw to first, and the broadcasters are like, don't do it, kid. But he faked it, turned around, tagged the runner out at third because the runner, they're like, oh, he's throwing to first. And so he eventually just saved a run, got an extra out that shouldn't have been made by the opposing team. So it's baseball IQ, like you said, like that Garland Webster just showed is what makes you a great baseball player, in the brain, of course. As that ball is foul.
And that was a close one over there. That looked like it was a fair ball over the bag. But the umpire insists that was a foul ball.
The closest umpire would be the home plate umpire. The other one being by second base and first. Nunez ready. Chops that fair right in front of Max Smith. Miller scores from third easily as Andrew Rosa trots into third. Called him Will Smith. Now it is 18-16. The Pearl lead the Rockville Rock Hounds. Matthew Miller now stepping up to the plate. Here in the 8th inning, only 1 away. Nunez trying to limit the damage and at least get out with only 2-run deficit. Call that a strike. Oh, 1 count. So Pridey has been removed from the game, but if you look at the dugout, he's just sitting there with a bat. So he's out of the game, but that doesn't mean he's not thinking about hitting constantly.
Yeah, when you're a true hitter, in times like this too, I mean, it's just natural, I guess you could say, just to carry a bat in your hand. I mean, you see a lot of DH, designated hitters do that. And especially in the bigs too. I mean, you always see them just on the bench, just handing a bat in their hand. and their hand on the rail, just
ready,
zoning in. Exactly.
It's almost like they're pretending they're hitting right now, and like what they would do. It's like
because themselves. It's perfect for a designated hitter because all they can focus on is hitting.
Yeah.
And they don't have to worry about the defense or anything like that. So
almost gives them too much time to think as Miller smacks that into center field, but he is retired. And on that play, Rosa tags up from third and scores easily. The score goes from 18-16 to 19-16.
Rock Hounds only down by a field goal.
DH, David Kiriakou.
This is football. This is not baseball. Sorry, guys. We've been lying to you for the last 8 innings. We tricked you. As David Kiriakou stepping up to the plate. 1 out only. Again, Nunez trying to get out the inning. Was that a curve?
Yeah, I think so.
I only ask you because you're the pitching expert, you know?
I wouldn't necessarily say I'm an expert, but I do have a lot of knowledge. And the thing with, where pitches should go and like say like a 1-0 count or what pitch should be thrown, stuff like that. It all comes with, again, baseball IQ. You got to figure out, you got to know, what the scouting report almost, what the umpire's calling, what's working for you, what the hitter likes, what he doesn't like. You game plan.
As Kiriakou fouls that off. That's why you see in the big leagues or in the minor leagues or coaches in high school and college, most of them are pitchers, former pitchers.
Yeah. And I give it, I give major respect as Kiriakou fouls it off. I give major respect to major league players because there is a scouting report for every single player in the bigs. And, pre-game, you're studying that. You're seeing what hitter doesn't like the fastball low and outside or, curveball in. It's absolutely amazing how they can perform at that level when there's a report out on you of your strengths and your weaknesses.
Even if you're a September call-up, there's going to be a scouting report on you, too.
They'll find anything on you. They'll find out what you did 5 years ago, May 12th at your 5 o'clock, night game.
Dial that back. I mean, baseball is just, it's so cliche to say, but it's a marathon, not a sprint. So you see these guys so often that you can't just wing it each game. Like, I don't remember what he did. I think he hit a home run, but, I'm going to attack him still. Next thing you know, he hit a home run again. And a home run. It's like you have to go in prepared. I'm not saying football players, basketball players, all of them don't do that, but it's a different sport,
Yeah, it's a constant game of, adjusting.
And that's hit to Garland Webster, and he throws to first and brought
Great
back.
job of composure.
Makes the catch, and the Neptune Beach Pearls are retired. They do lead 19-16, and we will be right back in the bottom of the 8th inning.
This is Mickey Nunez, and thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Kirby Broadbent.
Welcome back, everyone. Here in the bottom of the 8th inning, leading off, we have Kirby Broadbent, and we have a new pitcher, Caleb Freeman, out of Texas Tech, standing 6'3", 205 pounds.
Based on his warm-up pitches, he looks like he does the ball really hard. I'd probably say anywhere between 88 to I'd go 85 to 90. 85 to 90. He's got a real electric fastball to him.
Broadbent took that pitch for a strike, 0-1 count. And another strike. Freeman ahead of the count very early, 0-2 here in the bottom of the 8th. He knows that the Billy and Louise Yarboe Stadium do not have lights, and the sun is going down, as sunset should be around 8:30. And the game needs to hurry up if they don't want to cancel it, as Broadbent struck out. So making that the first out of the 8th inning.
Number 17, Daniel Page.
Daniel Page now stepping up to the plate with the bases empty here. 19 to 16. Hit by pitch in his earlier and only at bat, as he smacks that ball foul.
I believe that was the breaking ball that hit him in the back. Or actually, no. I think his was the bounce at his feet that hit his foot. Ooh.
Catches the corner for a strike.
Great pitch right there from Freeman.
0-2 count here in the bottom of the 8th. Only one out. Freeman throws that in the dirt. 1-2 the count. Another player on the Pearls with the loose top and the stirrups. Very throwback, especially with the colors too. The powder blue.
I like the unis. I like the cream kind of top.
I like it. I like the powder blue a lot, especially with the pitcher with the powder blue shoes. Clean.
I wonder if they have a powder blue top then.
Oh, for home?
Because, yeah, that would look really nice.
That's like the Cardinals throwback jerseys. The old powder blue set.
Those are amazing.
I think those, and then the Astros throwback with the like rainbow. Everyone hates them. I love it so much. 3-2 count now to Page. Again, we are here in the bottom of the 8th. One out. Freeman working to retire Page and preserve the lead. Page takes that for a ball 4 and takes his baits at first. As Garland Webster now stepping up to the plate.
Now batting shortstop, Garland Webster.
Since we're talking about uniforms, I've noticed, and I think since his two at-bats ago, his jersey is a little untucked. But I feel like players don't really the players don't really care about if it's untucked or not, but it's mostly the coaches that are like, hey, tuck it in.
I mean, it looks obviously a lot more clean-cut, professional when you got your shirt tucked in. But, you know, shirt untucked gives you a little bit more of a swagger, I guess you could say.
It's like Mike Napoli with like 3 buttons down.
Yeah, he really shows that chest. It's out there sometimes.
As Webster took that for strike 1. Offers out that first pitch, but holds up, and Page rounding second, staying there safely as the ball gets away from David Free. You think if we took the uniforms from the Pearls and gave it to Finley or even St. Martin, it fit them just like their jerseys fit them right now?
I'd say without a doubt, yeah.
Webster stepping back to the plate, 1-1 the count. Freeman checks at second, throws home. Webster foul tips that.
Like off his foot.
Off his foot. Thought I heard home plate. Definitely got a little more chilly.
Yeah, sun's down, wind's picking up.
Freeman throws home. Webster swings and foul tips it back to the catcher, and he's struck out. So he is retired for the second out.
DH,
as
Dominic
the
Fasolina.
as the DH, Dominic Fasolina stepping up to the plate now. 2 outs now. Freeman having a great inning.
Works really fast. I like his pitching style.
Throws to Fasolina. Strike. I mean, how many pitching changes have we had between the two teams? It's hard to believe Carson Haas and Johnny Reidenthal started the game. That seems at least 300 years ago.
Oh, it seems like forever ago. I mean, we actually had sunlight when they were out in the...
Everyone's complaining about the... Oh. There's a little conversation going on between Coach Stover and the home plate umpire. Stover, I'm not sure what he was happy with, honestly.
Little dilemma, huh?
Coach Stover, known for his history with umpires and their bickering. Love him, though. He's a very nice guy.
That is for sure.
Maybe not to umpires, but...
I remember broadcasting a few games during the past season for Solano, and he got topped off a couple times.
Oh, to Fasolina as he fouls that back, staying alive. I always wanted him to have that classic 80s manager where he goes to the home plate umpire, makes it dirty, maybe goes to third, takes third base.
Kick some dirt on his shoes,
I always wanted to
steal the base, take it with him.
He seems like such a classic 80s, 70s manager.
Yeah.
That he fights for his guys. Fasolina takes that pitch
That's
low.
what you want as a player. You want a manager that'll stick up for you. You're not going to have a weak backbone.
Plus, Stover's like 6'9".
Yeah, he's a giant. I would definitely be intimidated.
He says hi, and I'm intimidated, so. Fasolina ready. So is Freeman. 1-2 the count here in the bottom of the 8th. And Fasolina does not offer at that one, so takes it for a ball 2.
One manager that was known for his outburst was Lou Piniella.
Lou Piniella.
He had some crazy ones.
I just love seeing those old videos.
Short temper, throwing the hat, kicking the dirt, the whole tirade.
Fasolina staying alive with that foul back. I don't remember what umpire, because it was back in the 80s, 70s, but he was an umpire that made a line in the dirt, and you can say whatever you want, but as soon as you cross that line, you're thrown out of the game. But I like that. It's like, I don't care what you say, like, you're just mad, but as soon as you cross that and get in my face, you're gone. As Fasolina smacks that into left field, Page rounds third, heading home, and the throw beats him there, but he's safe, and the ball is actually thrown into center field. However, Fasolina did not know it was thrown into center field, so he stays put at second. Nonetheless, it was an RBI double, and now it is 19-17.
Great job,
now batting
Fasolina.
right fielder Max
being
Smith.
able to bounce back from that at bat and get a nice RBI single to left field.
Max Smith now stepping up to the plate with a runner in scoring position here. Again, 2 outs, and Freeman could not get the third and final out. It's like the thing with closers. I know a lot of closers where it's hard to get the third and final out of the game. That's where most of the blown saves occur.
Yeah.
Freeman throws home, and that is chopped fair into left field. Fasolina rounds third, heading home, and he will be safe there. As Smith rounds to second, he slides, but he's safely in there. So another RBI double, and look at that. It's 19-18. Again, 2 outs in the game. And
Number
runner in scoring
26,
position again.
Nathan Gutierrez.
Nathan Gutierrez now steps to the plate with a chance for another, possibly RBI double.
How about Max Smith today? Having a game. 3 doubles, a home run, a single, 3 RBIs. Actually, I think it's actually 5 RBIs, I want to say.
Oh, because of the home run?
Yeah. Either way, I mean, he just had a great day. Really seeing the ball well.
If the Rock Hounds do pull a win, I can see him being the best fight player of the game. I mean, 1 triple shy of a cycle, 5 RBIs or so.
I think he could have stretched it on that one. He was just kind of Cadillacing.
Oh, he knows his body. Maybe he was like, I'm not trying to pull a hammy. 1-1 that count to Nathan Gutierrez. Pinch hit earlier in the game. Has been retired since. Ball low, 2-1 the count for Gutierrez. Freeman looks like he could be shaken up there from what came out to be a quick 2 outs to back-to-back RBI doubles. Gutierrez ready, stepping back to the plate. Freeman throws home, and he smacks that to the shortstop, thrown to first base, and he is retired. So the Rock Hounds do score 2, making it only a 1-run lead, 19-18, and now will be the top of the 9th inning.
Hi, I'm Scott Stover, General Manager of the Rockville Rock Hounds, and thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
All right, welcome back, everyone, here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Top of the 9th, and there's a meeting between the coaches from the Rockville Rock Hounds.
And it looks like the game's called.
I was going to say they're talking about, nope, it's called.
I just saw some handshakes, and umpires are walking off.
By 1.
Hoses on the field.
I guess
it's
game.
being called.
So they're just going to give it to the Neptune Beach Pearls? Or they make up 9th inning, right?
I believe you have to finish the game at least, I want to say. So
they're going to play tomorrow, finish out the 9th inning. So as of right now, the Neptune Beach Pearls lead. I'm sorry, it's been a very back and forth game. It's been a lot of ups and downs, a lot of comebacks, go down, a lot of stuff.
Yes.
So, and it's almost 8:30. We've been here since 3 o'clock setting up. So, sorry, my brain isn't all there right now. Let me start over. The Neptune Beach Pearls lead the Rockville Rock Hounds 19-18 as of right now. So, Chris, can you tell us what we saw from the Rock Hounds?
I mean, from both teams today, you were just looking at, aggressive hitting from both sides, really getting the work in, really seeing the ball well today, too, especially the hitters, especially coming from the Neptune Beach Pearls. They jumped on Carson right from the beginning, and luckily, the Rock Hounds were able to come back and at least make this game close, keeping it from a blowout. But I think, it's summer ball. It's going to be a high-scoring game, so I think it was a good, well-fought game today.
At one point, it was a 9-0 lead by the Pearls, so it's crazy to think it's 19-18 now. But I'm Sawad Balazi here with Chris Savaglia, and thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network. We'll see you later.